morning, feel the power of God. The sun is so bright, I can feel the stars. Well, what do you expect? I mirror the moon. Cause movements on the earth, I create lagoons. Realizing who you are is like a healing scar. Take flight to meditate between worlds near and far. Come again, cover me, feel the mist. Feels good to exist, I can taste the bliss. Hands in the air when you feel in charge. Not far from the truth when you master the odds. Shiver up my spine all through my veins. Will love you through life, even past the pain. Others may regret, I choose express. Looking through my windows, soul access. 1, 2, 1, 2, the party don't stop. Excited about the future, so I move roadblocks. What's the plan? Tell the truth to every black seed, woman, and man. If we don't come together, we can't expand. Melting in a pot, used to separate sand. First is confusion, erase our memories. Who are we to know if they planted false seeds? We must know we covered this whole place. Took control of everything, secluded us to a space. The planet wasn't big enough, we still exist. Creating chaos, so we must persist. I insist that you're pushing depopulation, trying to counterfeit God's creations. Fear should be at the very back of your mind. Believe it or not, we're running out of time. And if I get labeled that I'm pushing hate, I learned everything living in the right place. Shit's absurd. Believe half of what you see, some of what you heard. As the world turns, it's a merry-go-round. We better hold on before we hit the ground. Just another dream, don't wanna awake. My eyes are wide open, so it was a mistake. I was seeing my love, our life a collage. Ready to embrace, but it was a mirage. Had to get it together, cause life's an itch. When you're going one day, all of a sudden a switch. My niece said to me, I'm feeling like an adult. I'm a moving with this man and it's not his fault. And he said he was feeling just like a child. And I could go to jail if I choose to wild. At my wit's end, feeling out of control. Give it up to God, give him that to hold. Succeeding and believing. I will always work hard when things get hectic. People that I love will always be protected. So yeah, Grand Rising.
Hold on. What you want? Yeah, I gotta work today. Alright. I'm getting up.
And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. But this is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow, ain't no such thing as tomorrow. What does your dream look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind.
You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. People don't know something, they'll speculate. If they think they know something, they'll fabricate. And if they know something, they'll just hate. But you gotta make it happen for you anyway. Make a move that makes a difference. Stop worrying about people, leave it to the senses. Show your strength like a gymnast, and if you have to, mix it up like a chemist. Just make sure your goals are no limit. Shortcut or not, just handle the business. Show your skills like tennis and get back up to fight when they think you finished. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. Shine so people see they way through the dark. Don't be afraid to put the horse for the cart. People gon' judge you, but they don't know your heart. Another day, another dollar, another start to make your bite louder than your bark. You gotta be authentic, be humble, be smart. Take no days off, you gotta get that bread. Who cares about sleep? Sleep when you're dead. Don't keep calm, you gotta get excited. Make your presence known so you don't feel slighted. And don't let fear interfere with the woman or the man in the mirror. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. You gotta rise and grind and don't let nobody stop your shine. People don't know something, they'll speculate. If they think they know something, they'll fabricate.
Grand rising, grand biscuits, magic wand waving grand wizards. If you my man, 100 grand and a grand missing. I got 99 problems, what's the damn difference? Listen, on my unborn grandkids, you know a nigga grown when a band is a bandage and the band keeps playing when you on a Titanic and your home network can't handle the bandwidth life's a damn bitch. Still love her though. Raw sex pulling off the rubber slow. Rubber dub, that's a dry rub on the roast. Smells like burnt toast. You know I got a serious stroke. Periods broke like the levees. Flow on the mic kinda heavy. Got enough sauce for the spaghetti. Red hot chili pepper, order water under the bridge. I forgive niggas for wanting to live. I ain't mad at ya, I ain't the mad rapper, just a mad dapper damn rather. Shimmy shimmy y'all like a capper. Somebody tell Boozy that I'm batter. Vanilla extract in a batter. I ain't playing patty cake. I mean, how many patty pies can daddy bake? Mad I gotta save a slice for Sally Mae. May the odds ever be forever in your favor. Forever and a whole day later. Day to day, day traders. Daylight come for slave labor. Labor Day, labor pains getting paid straight up. Grand Rising, Grand Canyon, grandfather clock, grandstanding. You lucky if you got grandparents. Shit is Operation Grand Clearance. It's clandestine. Magazine Glam Essence. 120 playing lessons from the ancestors. Fan blessings, hand-in-hand hand gestures, jam sessions, children asking damn questions, watching cartoons and wrestling. Grand Rising, Grand Central, Freemasons at the Grand Temple. All praises to the audacious, all-seeing eye, all patient. Call waiting for the hookup. Cook up salt fish, just crooked how to pour, get rewarded with more risk. Fried dumpling, daily bread, top of the morning, getting daily head. Taking diabetic daily meds, sugar-free jelly spread. Crown Jewel got a heavy head. You got a headache from the Reggie Reg. Grand Rise, 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 Grand Rise.
Kingston and Wailing soul in the place.
Protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me from the robbers and thieves. I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast. Show out the way. Guide me through these evil roadblocks. I and I keep the faith. Them can't trim my naughty dreadlocks. Say a little prayer for a sunny day. Can't take the sky when it's so gray. Jah give me strength so I never go astray. Listen what New Kingston have to say. Oh, protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me from the robbers and thieves. I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast. Protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me from the robbers and thieves. I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast. Oh, Jah, give me the strength so that I never go astray. As I trod over these hills, over mountains and valleys, please guide me on my way. This is what I pray. At times in life we struggle, but I'm trying to keep the faith. So much going on in this world that is wrong. We're searching for the answers to the questions in this song. Do you have some time for me? Please hear me when I plead and take away this negativity. Yeah. Protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me from the robbers and thieves. I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast. Protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me from the robbers and thieves. I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast.
They try to clip our branches, but them can't kill the roots. Life can be a struggle, so we're off it is to use. Don't give me the drugs to juggle, don't give me the guns to shoot. Just trust in Jah and you will find a way to make it through. The race is for the swift, chosen are a few. Babylon, I ask the question like an interview. Because it's in the paper, do you think that makes it true? Just follow Jah teachings and you're gonna make it through. Cause
protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me from the robbers and thieves. I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast. Protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me from the robbers and thieves. I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast.
Jah work, Jah work, Jah work, Jah work, Jah work, Jah work. Kingston and Wailing soul in the place. Jah work, Jah work. Open your head. Jah work, Jah work. Yeah, man, I'm Kingston. Hear what the man said. Jah work, Jah work.
Lord of His mercy. You know, them bring out the lion in me. Them I feel me raw. Now bow down to no Babylon law. Them can't imply me. Them can't destroy me. Solid as a rock when they try to hold me back. Free up your mind from mental slavery. Only way you know yourself is know it completely. You've got to live righteous. It's hard cause they spite us. Babylon not trick me and not try to fight us. But we refuse to be who you want us to be. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. But we refuse to do what you want us to do. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel.
We destined to make it, cause we're destined for greatness. No rest, progress, keep creating. Said them can't break down what they have not created. New paths we keep making. Above the land it's groundbreaking. No watch us fly over the hills and the valleys. Reach for the sky, it should be mandatory. Just give it a try and don't let them steal your glory. That's why we push ourselves, making sure we write a better story. Cause
we refuse to be who you want us to be. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. But we refuse to do what you want us to do. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. Yeah. No, no, no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. On a rebel, make we take it to another level. Them a act like them a Christ when we know them a the devil. Just hear every prayer where we're making at the chapel, and we rejoice when them bounce and free the shackle. Alright, fire we a button, hotter than sun. When we ain't got to with them run up and down. Pick up the sound of the spiritual drum, make Africa here we a come. Cause we get the victory and the fight when we attack from in and the night. And after the glorious Michael Jah lead us in his light. We refuse to be who you want us to be. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. But we refuse to do what you want us to do. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel, yeah. And a rebel, yeah. Them bring out the lion in me. Them I feel me raw. Now bow down to no Babylon law. Them can't imply me. Them can't destroy me. Solid as a rock when they try to hold me back. Free up your mind from mental slavery. Only way you know yourself is know it completely. You've got to live righteous. It's hard cause they spite us. Babylon not trick me and not try to fight us. But we refuse to be who you want us to be. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. But we refuse to do what you want us to do. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. Cause we are.
Ask them why them keep on spying. Yeah, where them trying? I where them step on. Yo, spot the one of them from where yo put up me signs, they stay out. The whole of them get played
None know the yard that time. None know the yard design. Them want destroy the spine. Them can't destroy the mind. And them keep on trying. What is pure and fine, it will stay divine. Them get jealous cause we tell us. So they always try to build us. Through the grapevine someone tell us. My people be rebellious. Them get jealous cause we tell us. So they always try to build us. Them get jealous cause we tell us. So they always try to build us. Bust the case and they are street again. Say the enemies them are true and the haters are bent. If they could only comprehend, no man can fight against whosoever God send. Say the pose are manifest and everything I transcend. It a cause problem. Them get jealous cause we sell us. So they always try to build us. Through the grapevine someone tell us. My people be rebellious. Them get jealous cause we sell us. So they always try to build us. Tell you from the beginning, ain't no losing, I will be winning. I'm able and I'm willing, I'm building. While some grilling, all these places I'm feeling. Thinking about planting, I see one summer meditate killing. Oh, I'm living, alive and well. Break them spell, only time can tell. It's time for bringing and them it's like a bell. Them get jealous cause we sell us, so they always. Them get jealous cause we sell us, so they always start to win us. From where you put up me signs, they stay out. The whole of them get clear out, and them gone go straight out. Them no cross the borderline. Tell us so they always. Them get jealous cause we sell us, so they always try to build us. Give it up.
Yeah. Mama had a baby and the baby wasn't happy about the world that he was living in. This shit is fucking crazy. He was moving through the system and the system tried to raise him as a slave in the system, but he switched up in his ways and then learned about the murder and the contradicting logic of the system he was living in. A human is a product of persuasive education, turn a human to an object, and the object of the game is to find a way to tame all the people on the planet, to control it, to command it, but it starts inside the brain, the conditioning and planted in the mind of the people into over-understanding education from the slave master. Everybody dancing to the rhythm of the killing and the lying and the stealing. Deconstruction of the buildings we was building for our children, gave our children to the system for the system to devour. Turned our men into cowards and our women into weapons and the soul. What about the soul and the body of the temple to the gods that's in everybody's body, and the soul needs the body and the energetic presence of the person at the essence. It will travel through dimensions to the places that are mentioned on the prophets that are written by the ancients, putting every human in position day and night. Day and night. Yeah, know where you going, pick what you choosing. Take your heart with you on the path that you are pursuing. Moving steadily moving whenever you're moving. Put your all in, even when falling, you'll never be losing. I mean, you'll never be what you'll never be, but you can be what you can't. And you can do what you never done, and you'll become what you ain't. I mean, like you can be what you never thought that you can be. If you do the things you never thought that you can do, you gotta do into the future what you didn't used to do. So, swimming in the femininity of a feminine energy. And I am a masculinity with a passive energy. I am the truth that lies on the path of my enemies. I am the truth that lies in the past of my enemies. I am the past that remains in the future of the present. I am the present that remains in the future of the past. I am the gift of life and the life of the gifted. Becoming the burden of relief when the burden is lifted.
the type of niggas never bury the cat.
Pass the rad shit, my shooters never let me do work on my own. But your bitch still call me a sex pistol. Like bang, there go my hammer. Another clip, niggas handcuffing they tricks like magicians. Sorry when I pull up something on them so hard. Know my shit dumb, but never go full retard. These are the last days, but I want mine first. What I do to the game is a gift to the curse. Praise is due to the true and living. Kevin and your style too filthy. Cop sucker, come kill me. Feel it all in my soul and I feel it creeping up in my bones and I heard about my own and I couldn't know I feel it so close to me. Couldn't know I feel it so close to me. It's all couldn't know I feel it so close to me. They try to hit me, but they try to hit me, but
I couldn't call, get broke with nobody to call. No family, no friends, now one of my dogs. They say it's only at the top and say the same about the bottom. Cause when you're dead broke, nobody wanna be bothered. But when you're up, everybody you can. Money can't buy you love, but it can buy you some friends. At least for a little while till your sack get low. Now them same damn friends don't come around no more. You should've seen the sign. Ain't hard to read between the lines. He acting like he happy for you when he really despised the back of his mind. Hating like I wish it was mine. That's when he changed.
like Optimus Prime.
That's how it is though. The ones you love gon' hurt you. Niggas falling under pressure, so I tighten my circle. Can't even trust your own fam when it comes to the paper. When you broke, it's all good, but when you got it, they hate you. Say hey, nigga.
Couldn't know I'm feeling so close to you. Couldn't know I'm feeling so close to you. They try to hit me, but they try to hit me, but feel it all in my soul and I feel it creeping up in my bones and I burned by my own ally. Couldn't know I'm feeling so cold now. Feel it all in my soul and I feel it creeping up in my bones and I burned by my own ally. Couldn't know I'm feeling so cold now. Couldn't know I'm feeling so close to you. Couldn't know I'm feeling so cold now. They try to hit me, but they try to hit me, but
Well, the thing is that he didn't like me and I didn't like him, and, he felt as though that he could knock me out, and that's what he thought. So, it all turned around, he picked around, and I finished it for him.
Listen, I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this. Hey yo, step into a brother like me can prove fatal. I'm always trying to prevent the war like I'm NATO. I like to keep a smile on my face, but don't play though. My rhyme is basically concrete and yours Play-Doh. Build a tour, get sponsorship, and trot the globe similar to Gilligan. I'm not the type that like when the villain win. Similar minds, I'm at the door, let me in, yo. I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this. Hey yo, step to the step as you levitate. You never seen Twan back on stage, man, I been a great. I never had issues with chicks, heard you intimidate. You say that you cold and you swole, but disintegrate. Pause for the cause, lyrics broke all laws. Gauze for your jaws, cause you're not that raw. Letterman better than most all of y'all. Veteran, green-eyed MC, y'all. I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask a brother, how do I feel? I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask a brother, how do I feel? I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask a brother, how do I feel? I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this, all of this, all of this. Better than me, no. In the booth for show, man, it's best you go to the other side with them other guys. Let them know you tried, but you nearly died messing with the Mac. You think you in my league, you must be smoking crack. And now your body caught up in a booby trap. I'm ballin' at the rucker like that hootie cat. And when the fans hit my jam saying, who is that? I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask your brother, how do I feel? I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask your brother, how do I feel? I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask your brother, how do I feel? I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this, all of this, all of this. Listen, I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask your brother, how do I feel? I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask your brother, how do I feel? I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask your brother, how do I feel? I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this, all of this, all of this.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Mr. M, also known as JahLogic, and this is the Morning Rant. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody's feeling well, in good spirits. So far, I'm joined with no other co-hosts, just me this morning so far. I think I might have a special guest in the building, and who knows, we might have some other people pull up when the time comes, but for now, it's me, and I'm going to rock out with y'all because I know you're here for me, so I'm here for you. With that being said, let me get to some of these chats that came in already early this morning. I appreciate you all. We did start about 5 minutes late, but we're here. We're here. All right, so Sister Antoinette says, peace to you. Good morning. Good morning. And let me know how my mic sounds. For some reason, it sounds a little low to me. I'm not sure. Or I could just be going hard of hearing all these mornings with people screaming into my headphones and shit. But anyway, peace to the internet. Salute to you. Good to see you. Just One Love says, great Friday morning, Ranters family. Salute to you, Just One Love, our associate producer. Great day to you. Grand rising to you. Ish, my brother Ish says, salute Logic. Salute to you. Good to see you, my guy. Always good to see you, my G. That's my good brother Ish right there. And we have another comment, somebody with some breaking news. All right. So somebody by the name of Unknown, who I believe I've seen before, says Prince Philip of UK has died, the Queen's husband. Yes, he passed away at 99 years old. I have a suspicion that nobody who's watching this show really cares, you know what I mean? But however, it is breaking news, so, you know, it is what it is. But that is what you'll be hearing on the commercial news today. They're definitely saying that, well, not saying it is what it is. He died at 99 years old. Sunflower Scott, good morning, sister, says smack that like button. She also says heal, build, sustain. The mantra from Bukepra, who we played articulation number 4 of his project today. You know what I mean? If you've been paying attention for the past 4 days, we've been playing 1, 2, 4. And we're going to continue as the episodes wind down to episode 100 and play the rest of them. Shampy, my sister Shampy says, good morning, bro. Ranters, good morning. Salute to you. Thank you for being here. Ish also sends morning to everybody in the chat. All right. And Shampy says, who called them the Jamaican Migos yesterday? I'm digging their music. She's talking about New Kingston. Check out New Kingston if you haven't. I believe that was Mimi. I believe Mimi called them the Jamaican Migos yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Maz Algorithm says, Logic, my G, salute to you, my guy. He also says, what's good? The chat is what's good. You know what I mean? Always good to see everybody pull up in the morning. Sunflower Sky is saluting the Row saluting Sunflower Sky. Always good to see people networking in the chat. The Row Show also says, good morning, Ranters. Salute to you, our associate producer. Thank you for being here this morning. Let me see. Canna Blur says, good morning. She also says, namaste. That's Redemption over there on our Twitch page, hanging out as it's growing. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody over at Twitch, even if it's just Redemption, you know what I'm saying, in her little corner. We appreciate her. She's still here with us, you know what I mean? But she's on our Twitch page. So we're expanding the different pages that we're going to, and we plan on keep expanding to a few more other places as well. Mills Lane, salute, says Grand Rising, Ranters, and chat. Salute to you, my guy, Mills Lane. Always good to see the big brother, associate producer, Mills Lane, pull up and up. Let me not forget to mention that Redemption is associate producer as well. Sunflower Sky is giving me some flowers this morning. She said, thank you so much for providing excellent content, Logic. You are a blessing. I believe the chat is a blessing. It's a pleasure for me to do this, you know what I mean? But I'm really glad that what we're doing matters to somebody, you know what I'm saying? So that makes me feel good and accomplished. She also says, good morning, Ranters, and it's 5:30 where she is, and I believe she's in Utah. You know what I mean? I believe she's in Utah. Sweet D also says, good morning, all. Good morning, Sweet D. Once again, this is the Morning Rant. Good morning from the Morning Rant. Like I said, hopefully we will have some special guests pull up later. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. However, we're going to still provide a show. I don't want it to be too news heavy. I definitely don't usually like doing shows that aren't panel discussions. However, it is what it is. We will see what will happen. I believe in putting yourself to the fire in order to find success. So what's uncomfortable to do, usually you find a little success in it. I'll just say that much. So like I say, even though the basis of the show is a panel discussion, if we have one, we have one. If we don't, you know what I mean, the audience will be the panel. There's a lot of news going on about this Johnson & Johnson business. I don't know if you heard about it. So with that being said, next up is the COVID update by yours truly. Good morning, this is Mr. M, also known as JahLogic, with your COVID update, reporting for the Morning Rant here at Rant Network. So there's a lot of articles, so I will pull them up article by article. So be patient as I transition them. However, the CDC is saying they're finding no safety concerns with the J&J vaccine. However, there's been a lot of reactions. So let's check out this one news clip on it. It's really short. Let's see what they're talking about. All right.
Symptoms as well, and a few individuals who reported,
You just pull it back, and this is in Raleigh, by the way.
Symptoms as well, and a few individuals who reported, feeling nauseous, and a few individuals who ended up throwing up.
The county says in all, 18 people had reactions, 14 had minor reactions, and 4 people sent to the hospital, but are expected to be released from the hospital. This as a mass vaccination site in Colorado closed early on Wednesday afternoon after 11 people out of the estimated 1,700 who received Johnson & Johnson experienced adverse reactions.
Lightheadedness, nausea. A couple of people had vomiting. Some people had low blood pressure or hypotension. At this point, we have no reason to believe there's anything wrong with the vaccine itself.
Johnson & Johnson said in a statement in part to our sister station in Denver, when we receive reports of adverse events in individuals receiving our medicines and vaccines, we collect necessary information and carefully assess the events.
We're still uncertain as to what is normal and what is not normal.
And you guys, because Wake County already sent out emails, calls, and texts earlier, they will continue to pause the Johnson & Johnson vaccine tomorrow. However, they plan to bring back the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. No specified date, but they say they plan to bring it back in the near future. In Raleigh tonight.
All right, so that's in Raleigh, but of course they also mentioned what's going on in Colorado, and I think it's another site as well. But basically, they are shutting down certain sites, or not even shutting down the sites, but they're shutting down them giving the Johnson & Johnson shot in regards to a lot of different adverse reactions. So they say it's a small percentage, but I mean, I feel like when they say numbers that in the teens, that's a lot when it comes to people that have adverse reactions. I seen a homie of mine post a video of a nurse. I believe she said she was in the health field with her face kind of, looking twisted. And she also said she had got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So she also said that she hadn't gotten a flu shot in the past, but she's just gotten the Johnson & Johnson shot. So it seems like that's a common thing to be expected. Basically, these allergic reactions, these adverse reactions. Even though the CDC is still saying it's safe, people are just they're not with it. You know what I mean? They're not with it. I see a lot of comments pulled up, so let me just see what's going on. Sunflower Sky says, I warned you about the sleever. So, I mean, I hear you, but it seems like it's being specific what's going on to the Johnson & Johnson one. So I'm not sure, but we got to report the news and let everybody think for themselves. Amaz Algorithm says, I got a few shares in Pfizer. I'm not fucking with the baby powder vaccine stock. Yeah, that's a safe bet. That's definitely a safe bet. Sunflower Sky also says, when you think about all the babies that had baby powder applied to them constantly, it's really astonishing. What are the long-term effects of the baby powder? I don't know. But I did look it up, and just to remind myself to make sure we wasn't spreading any propaganda. And Johnson & Johnson definitely caused, I believe it was cancer, some craziness with the talcum powder they had, and they took it off the shelf or whatever. So I wouldn't trust them. Kelso says, it may be a little late. I researched heavily. The big money was made when pharmaceutical companies first announced that they had approved vaccines, and they're talking about stocks. Amar says, you think investing in these vaccines such as Pfizer is a good idea? I think investing in most fuck shit probably is a good idea, because a lot of times the fuck shit thrives, if you know what I mean. So I don't really want to call out any companies per se, but I think it is a safe bet to to bank on the things that most of us are scared of, to be honest. But still, I would definitely, if I had to choose, and this is not stock advice, but if I had to choose what stock to invest in, I would definitely, like you, go Pfizer over Johnson & Johnson. Pfizer is said to have more of a positive reaction, or whatever you want to call it. It seems to be, they're talking about Pfizer like it's the better vaccine. You know what I mean? The percentage of effectiveness, I think that's the word I'm looking for, is they're saying that it's more effective. Whereas the Johnson & Johnson, as we just seen, people are feeling a way about it. There are a lot of side effects happening, so people are not feeling that. And not to mention, they had that screw up that we spoke about the other day that happened in Baltimore, where as if Johnson & Johnson, and I think Azatenza, I might be saying that other companies wrong, their vaccine was the chemicals were actually mixed. The ingredients were actually mixed. So it seems like they're looking bad. You know what I'm saying? So I do know when you're looking in the stocks, you want to look at the news and what's going on with that company as well. So just off of the press that Johnson & Johnson is receiving, I definitely wouldn't fuck with them. Kelso says, oh, you ain't learned from the baby powder, huh? Oh, you got that shot from the reaction, same hour, huh? Juvenile voice, hilarious. Just One Love is over there on Twitch. She says, wear your damn ass. Sweet D says, Johnson & Johnson couldn't even get the baby powder right. Facts. Kelso says, we rocking with you on this fuck shit Friday. Let's get it. Salute. Big Cece says, good morning, Logic and fellow ranters. Good morning to you, Big Cece. Always good to see you. And Chris Crook says, peace and love on this day. And salute to you, my guy. Salute to Chris Crook. And despite the name, is now doing youth advocacy work, you know what I mean, in the juvenile facilities, being a mentor to them, you know what I mean? So I really, I'm proud of you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you more than you know. And if you ever need somebody to talk to, soundboard, toss ideas around, etc., you know what I mean? You already know I've worked there as well. And you got a resource in me. Let me see. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Sweet D says Johnson & Johnson powder was causing ovarian cancer. Exactly. Facts. And let me see. Amaz Algorithm says you should have a little time before the lawsuits come. maybe you can invest and get in and get out is what he's saying. And Virginia Slim says, peace and good morning. Peace and good morning to you, Virginia Slim. Always good to see the brother. So let me pull in the first co-host that came for the day, and that's my man J Doug. J Doug is still playing.
Yo.
I'm good. I'm good, man. Does my mic sound low, or am I just losing my hearing a little bit? What's going on?
You sound good on my end. It sound good when I was checking out the stream too, so everything should be good.
All right, that's a bet. All right. So yeah, they're going in. Let me just read these right here. Sunflower Sky said this past weekend, the Mormons had their general conference broadcast around the world. They advise all to get the vax. They are heavily invested in big pharma. No secret there. You know what I mean? The Mormon church in a short time seem to have definitely got their bread up. You know what I'm saying? They got these big, beautiful buildings in certain states. There's one, I think, in the DMV area. It looks crazy from the highway. So I'm sure they're about their paper. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're about their paper.
They stick together on that principle of God. They live together. The Mormons, don't they live together too? On like a plantation or something?
I don't know. You gotta have to ask Sunflower Sky about that. Sunflower Sky, J Doug, that question's for you. Let us know.
I think some Mormons, they do live on a plantation out there in I think it's Utah.
Utah, yeah.
Yeah, I think some of them out there. I always liked the Mormon religion too.
Yeah.
I just don't like when they come to your damn house. I was arguing with them. I don't like their religion, but I like some aspects of their religion. I don't like what they believe. I ain't gonna lie about that.
What part of that? What part of their religion did you take to?
Just the togetherness, just everybody moving in one, you know what I mean, synchronized order. That's why they coming up so fast. That's why the black church is shooting. When the black church come up, it just be one motherfucker come up, the pastor. That's it. Motherfucker, he get his house, he get his car, he get his business, and the members don't see nothing. They go straight back to the hood.
You watch that show on the old network? And the old network, what's the name of that show? Greenleaf. You ever watch Greenleaf?
No.
It's a good show.
I heard about it.
It's a real good show. Sidebar. Miles Algorithm says Mills Lane. Yeah, I figured it's only 35 a share at the moment. Interesting. Sunflower Scott says, welcome, J Doug. Sweet this is J Doug. You're starting to grow on me.
Yes, I'm supposed to be. Mode grow. Everything grow.
Hilarious. Ahmad says, Kelso, yes, sir. I'm wondering how much a share, though. Sunflower Scott says the Mormons definitely live in compounds with sister wives.
See, they got it. They got it planned, man. They got their mind right. Once black people get their mind right, and I hate to go in on black people, we're gonna be living good too. We're gonna have some institution and stuff building up too, but we got in our mind that somebody is stopping us. Everybody else can do it, but somebody just focus on make sure we don't do it. I don't think it's true though. And salute the Nation of Islam. They done build up a couple good. They got some good institutions too. They just slept on. They don't get a lot of publicity, but the way they train their young men and stuff at the Nation, yeah, the Nation, they gets it in too. So it's possible. It just either you want it or you don't. It ain't nobody holding you back.
All right, Kelso says I'm hearing like 250-ish. They're hella early investors fucking with the numbers, fucking the number up, bro. And Ahmad says I don't know how much about stocks though, but I'm focused on XRP, which I'm hearing is doing pretty well at the moment. You know, sidebar.
And on the Mormons too. When the Honorable Elijah Muhammad tried to have him some sister wives, people start hating on him. See, we can't never do nothing because we got too much hate in our heart. We got to get the hate out. We dissed the Honorable Elijah Muhammad because he wanted to have some sister wives. Now look at the Mormons. And that's one reason why I really don't like Malcolm X like that. I feel like Malcolm X did some whole ass shit, quite honestly, when it comes to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad exposing the man business. He did some Instagram shit back then. And there ain't no disrespect to Malcolm, but that wasn't a good move for progress of what could have been a good institution in Black America.
All right, I mean, what he did didn't really do anything to the NOI, so
it kind of gave the white people fuel that they needed to be like, look, this is what we talking about. Yeah, it did something to the NOI, bro. It gave the haters and white people something to be like, Yeah, good. Look at them. They're a mess, like we thought. Yes, bro. It did a lot of damage. It put Farrakhan, all them. They got accused for trying to kill Malcolm X and everything. But that took the nation. Farrakhan had to. You don't know Farrakhan had to rebuild the nation of Islam in the 90s. It was nothing.
Or continue to build it, right?
I mean, but no, it took a dip after all that drama, bro. It took a dip. The Nation of Islam wasn't what it was at the height, bro.
We spoke about
Honorable Elijah Muhammad passed away.
We spoke about the assassination on a past episode, and we definitely went over the series. Did you watch the series that's on Netflix about the assassination on Malcolm X? Assassination.
It was just packaged pretty for the people that don't really give a damn, to make them give a damn. But I don't need it packaged pretty.
I think the guy who was doing the research did a lot of good research that was documented. In fact, the guy, one of the main trigger men, he was this close from, interviewing that dude. You know what I mean? He found out who he was, which most people were, pretty much not saying who he was, and then he passed away. But I say all that to say this: the people, even though Schoolboy's position on the matter was that the people who assassinated him weren't under orders from the NOI or representative of what they wanted to happen, but they were actual members, though. They were actual members.
That's like saying the people who were snitching on the Black Panther was actually members. Yeah, they were actually members and they was actually snitches. So you could be two things, okay? You don't have to be just one thing. So that don't mean anything. Like I say, Malcolm X was a sucker. I don't know who killed Malcolm X. They were working with the government, but Malcolm X did some sucker shit. From a man to take you from being a fiend to giving you all that wisdom and knowledge, and you turn on them about some women. I can't co-sign that. Never.
Yeah, but he can't blame nobody else for his turning his life around. You can't say he turned his life around only for somebody else. And to call the man,
I ain't say he turned his life around. But listen, because you get what I say and then you twist it. I didn't say he turned his life around for Elijah Muhammad. I said this man gave you all this knowledge, helped you turn your life around, gave you all that wisdom, and then you turned on the man. I can't respect that.
I'm paraphrasing, but I'm not putting words in your mouth, right? So if you ever want to reiterate, that's fine. But what I really also want to say is to call him a sucker and dismiss all the work he's done for our people. I think that's not cool neither.
Well, what he did wasn't cool neither, and
that's one
like it's just like this, and it's one thing too, and it's just like with Elijah Muhammad, y'all always talk about history, ancestors, people that come before us. Come on, man. You don't do no shit like that to Elijah Muhammad. You know he wasn't finna hurt none of them women, wasn't hurt nobody. He was moving you forward and everybody else. So, man, salute to Elijah Muhammad. And then the thing about it is, he didn't even want no shine. He wanted him to get all the shine. He wanted to sit in the background. It just, you can't make niggas happy. And that's just the synopsis of the story. None of these niggas ain't loyal.
Yeah, but I mean, the call Malcolm X a sucker is a reach, though. You know what I mean? That's
not. That wasn't no sucker shit.
No, not even.
Wow.
Even if he's standing on the grounds of morality, saying that I can't stand with that, then that's what it is. Not to mention, he didn't come out with that off top. That came out after motherfuckers was sending him death threats and all that. So there's a lot to it. But I'm not going to sit here and just call him a sucker like he just said, "Oh, I'm coming out against Elijah because I found out."
He should have never turned on the nation, period. He should never turn on the nation, period.
He tried
was
not
out of line.
He tried not to.
No, he got demoted and he wasn't happy with getting demoted. He got demoted. He didn't get kicked out. They did not kick him out of the nation. He left after they told him he wasn't finna be the speaker no more. Yes. He should have never left. If your leader say you wrong, you wrong. You take the correction, move out. This movement is bigger than him. If the leader can sit back, then you can sit back too.
All right. Well, I will agree to disagree. But what I will say is everybody, you know what I'm saying, does some shit that's not perfect. So to call him a whole sucker out of all the shit he did just because of that one act, I don't agree with that.
Well, I don't know if I called him sucker. You might have heard that, but what I mean to say, that was some sucker shit. I think that's what I said. That was some sucker shit.
You called him a sucker too, though.
Okay, well, I'll retract that, but that was a sucker move from where I'm from. That's like you snitch on your daddy to your mama to me. After you do that, you're gonna be hard for you to be a man after that.
Just One Love says Greenleaf was a good show. However, it was very disappointing how black churches were represented. It was a really good show. She also says not every church is like Greenleaf, although there are many of them out there. And Sunflower Sky says, remember, I'm anti-Mormon. And let me see. There we go. Sunflower Sky says slavery and polygamy are twins of barbarism. And Sleazy Aki says Sister Wives is so tribute to the black community, especially since it's only 3 real black men to 10 black women. And I agree with that. Salute to Sleazy Aki, our co-producer, and thank you for the healthy donation early this morning. I appreciate you, brother.
And another thing why the polygamy thing won't work in the black community, because we don't have enough black women that respect strong black men. You know, I mean, you don't have enough. I'm not saying they're not out there. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying we don't have enough that respect that. Most women in the black community like to run shit. And real men ain't finna letting a woman run shit.
All right. Your opinion. J. Doug says, didn't Elijah Muhammad have kids out of wedlock with underage women? That's a question for you, J. Doug.
Listen, the Bible talks about the prophets and what the prophets are allowed to do. The prophets is allowed to have multiple wives, and they're allowed to spread their seed across the earth. You're not a prophet. You're not the messenger. You're not changing lives from fiends to worldwide speakers and men of valor. You're not taking slave-minded black men and turning them to strong-minded black men. So no, some bum-ass nigga on the street need to be faithful to his wife and don't need to be having no kids out of wedlock. But when you got the power vested in God, you don't have to go by the world standard or the world eye or the world opinion of what you supposed to be doing. When you a child, when God has sent you to the world and he's really inside of you like that, you don't even worry about what the world think, really. It was people in the Bible had multiple wives and multiple children. So like I say, when you really got the Spirit of God filled in you to where you got some power to really change some things. I ain't talking about complain. I ain't talking about force white people to change their mind. I'm talking about for you to really change the minds and hearts of men.
So once again,
when you got that power, then you don't worry about what the world thinks.
So once again, Keenan Kong,
what God allow you to. I'm sorry.
And we do have a special guest. So I don't want to spend. That wasn't even supposed to be a topic of the day, and I definitely didn't want to start the day off with standing next to someone calling Malcolm X a sucker. So I just want to put that out there. But Keenan Kong says, J. Doug, was he messing with the babies though? He's reiterating.
No, he was not messing with no underage woman. What y'all talking about now? I'm more positive. No.
All right, Miles Algorithm says, wasn't the woman actually girls, little girls?
I don't think. I know they were young because he didn't want no old women carrying his seed, but I don't think they were little girls. And who cares?
I mean, we should. But Kelso says Malcolm X believed his sister wives were brainwashed underage girls. Is he a sucker for exposing that if he honestly believed it was true?
Yes. For the man that changed your life, yeah. That's like you going to snitch on your daddy.
Once again, but you hear what you just said, for the man that changed your life. And that's what I was responding to earlier, right? When you change your life, it's not due to somebody else. Somebody can help you do what you do, but it's your plan to change your life at the end of the day.
He said he changed. He said that. I'm not saying that.
I'm sure he gave him the credit. But
he said he gave him the credit. Why we can't roll with that?
Because what I'm saying is, in reality, it's a personal decision. It's a personal decision. You know what I mean? Nobody could take the credit for nobody else's success at the end of the day when it comes to their success personal, what they do for themselves. You feel me? Just like no one can give you a plan. No one can give you a plan. You know what I'm saying? I worked in that field or whatever, and in the field of helping, being the youth advocate and community empowerment and all that. You can't give someone a plan. If it's not their plan, they're never even going to follow that plan. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if Malcolm X didn't have it in him to want to switch things up in his life, he wouldn't have switched things up.
But we can't deny that men come and inspire people. If somebody, sometimes if you don't run across that person that give you the inspiration and give you the tools that you need to maneuver in a hateful world that was back then, yes, it was 9 times out of 10 you wasn't going to just by yourself change your life. But once somebody give you the tools and the experience and the wisdom and how to move forward, you can change your life. But without it, you can't do it. I don't care what you say. You can't change your life without wisdom from somebody else that lived life.
What he gave him was religion. A lot of people do use religion in that way. But once again, inspiration and being responsible for somebody changing is two different things. You feel me?
He made people that wasn't responsible under him. And not just Malcolm X. It was hundreds of thousands of men under his teaching. That's it. We give Spelman all the credit for making doctors. Why we can't give him no credit?
I'm not saying I don't give him credit, but what I'm highlighting is exactly what this question right here is highlighting. And once again, you double down because he said, is he a sucker for exposing that? You say, yeah. So once again, you call him a sucker, and I have to definitely identify myself from your words. I don't believe Malcolm X is a sucker, but he believed this. So he stood on what his moral grounds were. Everybody has their own moral grounds. You feel me? Anyway, Ahmad said, or did I hear wrong? I think you heard right. Lovell says, agreed, J. Doug. I don't agree with Malcolm X when he went to the white man to expose a black man. That was a flaw of Malcolm, and those women were underage. Sunflower Sky says, Joseph Smith, the founder of Mormonism, had 14-year-old brides and married mother and daughter teams, which is crazy sick.
And by the way,
okay, wait.
Listen. The legal aid. Listen. What I'm saying.
Say it, but let me just. This man is retracting some of his. He said, "Bro, relax, bro. Nobody's muffling you, bro. When I moderate, just let me moderate." Lovell is saying they weren't underage. Earlier, he said they were because he did, but he's correcting when he said they weren't underage. Now.
I never heard. No, that was never a rumor. I don't know where y'all getting that from. But anyway, if they was underage, today's standards and today's way of thinking wasn't the way of thinking 100 years ago. So 18 wasn't the age to get a woman. So whatever, y'all so people act like they so high and mighty now. Like what he was they was doing that back in the day, left and right, marrying little 15-year-olds. So y'all stop playing so really dumb.
100 years ago though, bro.
Yes, bro. Yes. We always talk about R. Kelly. Nobody don't talk about all them.
Bro, it wasn't
Elvis married an underage woman. You know that, right?
We're not. I fuck Elvis though, but we're not talking about 100 years.
I know. I'm only saying. Did you know that?
Yeah, fuck him.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. It wasn't no big deal. Nobody wasn't tripping.
That's fine.
We tripping now, but they wasn't tripping then.
That's fine, but it wasn't 100 years ago.
It was less than that. So even worse. Even better. My argument.
Wait, how?
Because it wasn't that long ago. As of what you say, they were doing it, and people wasn't having a problem with it.
How, if they wasn't having a problem with it, why would he try to out the man?
He didn't out him for having. He wasn't messing with underage women. Logic.
All right. I'm not saying
he didn't out him for that. He outed him for having multiple kids with multiple women in the nation, and the women allowed him to do it. So why is you out here snitching to the white man because you're not getting your way? That's a sucker. To me, not to you.
All right, CZaki says Twitch, I'm here, fam. Ma says facts, J. Doug. Lovell says those women weren't underage. Please do research. They were all in their early 20s. Shaking my head. Keenan Khan says that Bible manipulation at its finest at J. Doug. The War Machine says what religion are they following? And he's talking about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, so that's Islam, but he also was mixing that with the Bible and everything. So I'm not sure what you're responding to, but good.
And in Islam, you can have multiple wives too. It's different religion allow different things. So man, like I say, to me, that was some sucker shit. I don't care what nobody say. And he lost a little credibility on me. Now you look at it just like, hey, people make their own decisions, but you don't turn when too many people that's just too easily in the black community just like to turn on each other because they get emotional. And I think it came out that he regretted that he even did that shit after he did it. And he came to the prophet and tried to get back in the nation. And he said he was sad that he did that before he died. People reported on that.
So if that's the case, and that's what you believe, which I haven't heard that, but if that's the case and that's what you believe, why come out in 2021 and call the elder a sucker?
Cause I ain't well, it was some sucker shit. It's like, cause somebody got to come out and tell the truth about this stuff. And it's not only me saying it, it's plenty of people in the nation that says it. Farrakhan, I've been saying it for years. So I'm not the first person to just come out and say that surprise, like I done dropped the bomb.
Right. But he didn't call him a sucker.
He called him worse than that. He said if we did kill him, he said worse than that about him. He trying to retract it, coming those things now, but it was said.
He definitely tried to retract it. So who are we or you in 2021 to call that man a sucker? You can say sucker shit. Call him a sucker, I think is OD. You know what I mean?
I'm that nigga on the trigger now.
I hear you. But you haven't done 1% of what Malcolm X has done for us neither, though. You feel me?
Nah, but still, the 1%, the 99% that he gave y'all, it was 100% of that was given to him by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I always try to tell people we should be pushing him and his teachings more than Malcolm X regurgitations.
All right, Just One Love said the prophets were not allowed to have multiple wives. God gave King Solomon permission to have multiple wives, but King Solomon had negative consequences from having multiple wives. Just my 4 cents is Malcolm X should have kept his beef with Elijah Muhammad in-house. Sunflower Scott says, J. Doug, are you gaslighting on purpose? And might be just
listen. People don't understand what I do. When I get off here, I watch little stuff, I research little stuff, and I mentioned Elijah Muhammad yesterday after I got off the show, and I went back and I started listening to some of the teachings and some of what he was doing. I just did a quick little look back on the man. And I'm just looked at a couple biographies. I said, yeah, that was some sucker shit. And it just was on my mind. A lot of stuff would just be on my mind. It's not like I'm just showing you, let me pull the pistol out on Malcolm today. No.
My algorithm
I told y'all the word is written on my heart.
My algorithm says, Lorvell, what research? Google if women were underage or not that he was fucking with. So he's asking for the research that proves they were not underage.
Like I said, if they was, it wasn't. Times were different.
Wasn't that different in 1960s? But hey, Just One Love says, J. Doug, I'm going to need you to stop over talking people today. Please let folks finish their comments. Damn good talking ass. Sunflower Sky says religion is the scourge of the earth. Ma's algorithm says, I swear it was in that Malcolm X documentary. If it's not, then dude need to sue for lying on him for fucking with the kids. Keenan Collins says he makes a good point with that. Virginia Simpson's laugh out loud. Just because it was okay back in the day doesn't mean it was okay. That's a really good point as well. And Sky says exactly Slim. War Machine says good luck with that multiple wives thing. And Orville says J. Doug as Elijah Muhammad follower, pay attention. All right, so the show definitely went left early.
It's not left.
It's left because it had us talking about Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X, and if questioning Malcolm X's character, it was definitely not on the agenda today. So I'm definitely saying I was left. Last thing I want to do is start off the show with arguing or debating rather if Malcolm X was a sucker. You know what I mean? I definitely didn't want to start the show off with those type of sound bites, even being able to be taken from this show and taken out of context, especially with us having a special guest today. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely going to say that was left. But we have a special guest who's backstage. If they can hear me, get back to the camera. If not, I'll bring them on when they're ready. You know what I'm saying? But I see the cameras on. However, but they kind of put the camera down. They put the camera and the phone down because we're too busy talking about some other shit.
I didn't know we had a guest today too, by the way.
It's in the group chat. So with that being said, yeah, man, let me just let me switch the vibes up a little bit. So it's National Autism Month. It's National Autism Awareness Month, I believe is the proper way of saying it. Let me just look at it really quick. Yeah, National Autism Month. And what I would like to do is thanks for changing the vibe, Virginia Slim. JahLogic rocking the music Soul Child button up. All right, so salute the music Soul Child. So anyway, with all that being said, we have a special guest because it's National Autism Month, and what I want to do is I've been watching this young man's career since he started, and I want to say around 2010. So I wanted to talk to this young man about, autism awareness and his journey in regards to him being having autism and also still being successful as a MC, finding his footing in the game. And I definitely wanted to give him his flowers and rock out and talk to this man. Our special guest for the day is no other than the man, the myth, the legend, 50 Tyson.
Yo, 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 yo. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Good morning, good morning, good morning, though.
Good morning,
What's
good
up?
morning.
What's up?
Thank you for pulling up on us on the morning rant. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, man. How about you, man? How's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. I know you at I know it's earlier over there where you are, you know what I mean? Minnesota, Twin City, North Side Zone.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Thank you for that, man. But get comfortable, man. Get comfortable. I definitely want your opinion on some of these topics, but at the same time, we're gonna talk to you about yourself and everything. Can we get your phone sideways though, so we can get like a little wide screenshot, if you don't mind?
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, most definitely.
You good, you good, you good. You just turn it sideways and make sure your rotation is not locked.
I'm good.
Nah, you gotta turn it sideways. Turn your phone to the side. Just turn your phone to the side.
Hold on. To my left or my right, up or down?
I don't think it matters, but you know what I'm saying? Just like turn your phone to the sideways like this. Just have it sideways that way. Yeah. But you know what? Your rotation might be locked. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's because I'm not even on the laptop. I'm on the phone. Yeah. If I was on the laptop, it'd probably be different. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you know what it is, though? Your rotation might be locked, too, on your phone, but I'm not even going to trip over that. You know what I'm saying? Usually I trip over it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I like wide screenshots, but that's just the producer in me, you know what I'm saying? But we'll let it rock as is, you know what I'm saying? How about that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's because I'm using the phone. Yeah, because the phone different from a computer. Yeah.
Yeah. So, really quick, if anybody that is not familiar with 50 Tyson's, his grind and his come up, you know what I'm saying? I want to say 50 Tyson went viral in 2010 or 2011. Am I correct?
2010.
2010. So you recorded a video. You recorded a video at home, you know what I'm saying? And I think you were 16 or 17 at the time. And when you recorded this video, you were basically giving people a preview of your freestyles, basically, correct?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right. So some of you may remember this video right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to play the whole audio or anything like that. I'll just play some of it for B-roll purposes. Matter of fact, maybe I'll play a little bit.
It's like, man, hit me up though. My album is coming out in stores pretty soon. Go get it up. And then it's going to be popping though, know what I'm saying?
So that's
I know
young
you
50 Tyson.
Man, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Before I do it though, this is my last video I'm gonna make out for right now. But here we go. Yeah. You might see me all blue, all red, every day. I'm 50 Tyson. I'm from Northside Zone, Twin City, Minnesota. That's where I'm from.
So, you went from predicting your success to predicting that you were going to drop an album, etc., to actually dropping the project. Correct?
Yeah. Correct.
So I definitely want to talk to you about, your grind as it pertains to you, not only, not letting autism hold you back, but as far as also how you just basically you spoke your success into existence. And I think that's really special. I remember watching those videos around that time, which later would lead to a music video being dropped, I believe filmed by Jordan Towers, correct? Jordan Towers filmed that first music video?
JTF, Jordan Tower Films. Yep.
Yeah, so basically, but what I think is special about that situation in that moment in time was you spoke it into existence. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people, whether they have autism or not, could learn a lot from your grind, if that makes sense.
Correct.
Yeah. So with that being said, we went from that, and then you kept dropping music videos after that, and then you went viral, but that video wasn't made in 2010, correct?
Like when I did the bathroom rap video, I did that back in February 2009. But when I did the I Ain't Gonna Lie, I'm Philly Tyson music video, it was shot by JT at Jordan Films. I shot that in August 2010. 'Cause when I did that, it was you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Around that time, I was 17. Yeah.
Right. So it took like a year for the video itself to catch fire, though. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much though. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm saying everything was perfect timing though. Yeah, the bathroom rap video. Yeah, I was 16 at the time, back in February '09, and then I ain't gonna lie, music video shot by JT at Jordan Films. That was shot August 2010. Yeah.
Right. So basically I noticed that you're still doing that same game plan when it comes to like releasing your songs, from your house, like you do freestyles and all that. And then you record them later. Is that part of your process? First of all, is that part of your process?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. Like what I do, like, you know what I'm saying, when I come up with freestyles, I turn it to a real song. But before I do that, I gotta get the right beat so I can add with it. Or
Mhm.
sometimes my fans come up with beats and then you know what I'm saying, and then they add my words in it, and then if I like it, boom, I use that as a real song. If I don't like it, then it's just I'm gonna have to use it to the other side.
hmm Let me ask you. So, since it is Autism Month, right? I did
Yeah,
want to
yep.
speak to you about, what it's like being raised with, growing up with autism. Would you call your community like a black community? Northside Zone, Minnesota, is that like a black community? Is it a quote unquote hood?
Oh yeah, yeah. NSZ represent North Minneapolis of North neighborhood. Like I could say, because I come from the lower end. Like you, like pretty much you could say it's like a black community because a lot of like black people live in North Minneapolis, even though it's kind of like little crazy though. Even though you do got like some Somalians, some Monks, and some like little bit, but you know what I'm saying. Some little bit of different nations live in North Minneapolis and North Side Zone, but
Right.
that's because they going through the same struggle as black people. But like me coming from a situation like you got to rely on your own, do everything by yourself, and don't and then, because there's no handouts. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really, really do it on your own. Because without the 50 Tyson, man, I don't know. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably be in different situations then. But
So
yeah,
let's
but
real quick. Let's talk about that real quick. So being raised in a black community with autism, what I'm saying? Not that black communities are like criminal or anything like that, but I just want to read what autism is. Autism is a developmental disorder characterized by difficulties with social interaction and communication and by restricted and repetitive behavior. That's the description of autism. So what I want to ask you is did you feel like growing up in your neighborhood, right? A black community, right? What did people try to play you? You know what I mean? Because you were being raised because you had autism, or did you find that people actually supported you? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there was always
like
haters ways, but at the same time, like, would you say it was more love than hate, or anything? What's your thoughts?
like in my own opinion, before the 50 Tyson fame, I was getting hate though. You know what I'm saying? Because like around this time, nobody in like you know what I'm saying. Nobody didn't believe that I could make it that far with million some views. Me being 16 and 17 as a young kid growing up, you know what I'm saying, as autism, and then even my own family members looked at me different because they didn't believe me. They didn't even believe me at first until they start seeing what I'm doing. But when I start throwing million some views on with my brother rap freestyles through my music videos on World Star, that's when everybody like in 2010 around that time, that's when that's when people starting to want to be cool with me, be friends, and that's when family members start trying to say they showed me love this and love that. You know what I'm saying? And now you know what I'm saying. Only thing I can say is that when you start from the bottom, people want to come around your life like they really, really mess with you, even though they
Right.
wasn't day one since the beginning. But when you do your thing at the top, people want to come around you when you're doing your thing because they know you getting money. They know that you have a buzz. They know that you clouding up though, you know what I'm saying? And then because I went to this high school called Edison High School, 4 years Edison.
Mhm.
It was kind of different than my 50 Tyson career, because before the 50 Tyson, I never had that many people came up to me like they knew me like that and everything. But when the 50 Tyson happened, everything changed. That's when I started getting hugs, start people coming up to me with like they see me this on TV, this, man, the third, and like the rest that I can say, man, is like rest is history. Now
Yeah,
I
but
got
not to cut your wisdom short, 50, right? But what you describing is pretty much everybody's uh experience when they go from just a regular Joe to successful or famous or viral, however you want to put it, right? But what I'm asking you is like just like you said in the high school or the junior high school, like when you were in school, right, or in the neighborhood, or just of those ages, just on a human to human level, were people like did you ever get bullied or anything like that, or did you think people just kind of like just that's 50 Tyson is all good, you know what I'm saying? Like did you
Nah,
ever
like before. Oh, my bad. Keep going. My bad.
did you ever feel like people tried to bully you because you had autism and it made you socially awkward or whatever? Like what, or was it more people just let you be you and they just said that's him? You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, like I'm gonna just say this, because before the 50 Tyson, I used to get messed with all the time back in school, and then I remember, I would never forget. I used to get, I used to get cursed out just for no reason whatsoever in my sophomore year, and I used to never feed into the negative because 'cause I already know that in the fights and all the high school and shit, it's just like you want to get you don't want to end up getting suspended and through your school career because of them. I just
Right.
maintain my focus, and then my family members. I used to get picked at. I remember I used to always be the full blame of somebody didn't do, man. Before I was 50 Tyson, but when the 50 Tyson came around, that's when people want to say what's up to me. Okay, yeah. That's 50 Tyson. No, man, he good and all this other stuff. Because the young generation, man, it's just only thing I can say though, man. When people come from that young era, people think they know it all, but they don't. Even though we
Mhm.
all learning and trying to do better, we know not to mess with people with disability, because that's, what I'm saying, that's fall. At the end of the day, it goes for like my family members and outside family members. You know what I'm saying? It's just how this world was created like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you saying that you didn't get into a lot of fights. You were able to avoid the fights though. So I wouldn't. So people weren't trying to fight you though. It was just more like jokes or.
No, it was more like jokes, like people, people. Then when let's say you mind your own business and they talk to you, and they just tell you shut up out of nowhere, literally just say shut up out of nowhere, and I'll be
Right.
like, I don't even know you like that though. We never met. Why is you disrespecting me like that? Because you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. I was getting that in high school too. I used to always just have to walk. I used to ignore that. I used to be mad as hell. I used to be like, man, what's wrong with y'all niggas, man? But yeah, but I used to get picked at. I used to, man. It's times that I used to, man, just be like, this shit happened again, man. I might unspell myself from this motherfucker.
Yo, man, but you wasn't a little guy though, man. You know what I'm saying? You had a little size to you, man. So you never had to put hands on nobody.
um, there's been more arguments, but the high school I went to, I never got suspended for fighting, but it was more. It could have got altercation, altercation and everything, but it was more like I'm gonna be honest, it was just more a lot of arguing, a lot of talking.
Right.
It was
Well,
all
you was
this. Most
man.
of
You
it.
were smarter than that. Then you were smarter than that. You're
Yeah,
smarter.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. So speaking of you being smarter than to let them trick you out of your education, then let's talk there. Let's talk about that real quick. Do you ever find that people underestimate how smart you are because you have autism, and that works in your advantage? Like, does somebody ever think he's stupid, and then you flip it on them, and you win the scenario?
Like here's the thing, like it's a lot of people, it's a lot of people look at my autism different.
Mhm.
I used to have, you know, I used to have a case manager, teacher, autism teacher. I know sometimes like sometimes she could be like, hey, they don't understand the vulnerability of Philly Tyson. Like he can't read people's attention. This man the third, and then I know she used to always say, man, it makes me nervous. This man the third, and then I know my mom though, my mom on one side, I know she used to be like, man, everybody knows that you have autism, and you're not, sometimes you don't even understand for what you say. I think that because 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 people go outsmart you though. People like like because I'm more like one of the smartest brother. I mean, I'm a smartest um person in the family though, like pretty much though, like because I got autism. Even though I used to have like people who know me as Freddie Tyson, especially the fans, and I used to have like people coming up to me like 50 Tyson, you smart as hell. You might got autism, but yeah, bro, you ain't slow at all. You
Mm-hmm.
just I know sometimes you just be just wilding out, just be saying stuff, man. But you know what you're doing, bro, like and everything like that. And so I may have some people like somebody came up to me before back in the day. They used to be like 50. I don't even think you got autism. Like I think you just got. You don't even talk like you got autism, man. Because like what I'm saying? Because they realize my speech is getting better, and then the way I do things, the way I move, the way who to trust in the industry, who not to trust, who to get over you, who not, who to, this who. That's how people used to always say like man, like I used to get the different opinions left to right though. But yeah.
So let's talk about the industry. Like you came in the industry 10 years ago. You were a teenager, so no one can expect you to know everything you're supposed to know about the music industry, right? And I think I have your manager on my
Yeah.
Facebook friends list. I think his name is BJ. Is that his name? BJ Hill, something like that, Mr. Hill.
Yeah, BJ Hill, yep,
Right.
Mr. Hill, BJ Hill.
Right. So did you find that people were trying to take advantage of you in the music industry? Um, because of your having autism? Did you find that was a thing?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been through a lot of trepidation because, the label I was with back in the day, I was signed with a former NBA player, Troy Hudson, T Hud.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I signed a 2-year contract. You know what I'm saying? See, the good thing about it though, he did trick me to sign 20,000, but at the same time, I feel like, around this time I was young. I didn't understand the industry like that. I just signed with him because, he was an NBA, he was a former NBA player. For him being a multi-millionaire, I thought he could really benefit my career 100%. I don't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I started realizing when years went by, I started realizing the stuff he did. And then when I read the contract, I feel like something, what I'm saying, the contract, something wasn't legit because, I feel like bro kind of played me with some money situation. And then, what I'm saying? But, I was getting money for certain things I was doing, but it wasn't everything like because the plan was I get 50% and the, they get 20, 25, and 15%, but I guess it ain't turn out the way how things go. It ain't even say in the contract. It was just that you know. But only thing I can say though in this industry, when it's bad business, I just keep moving, never speak to them again.
Mm-hmm.
I just let them be. But spoke to the man in 8 years because bro doing his thing with the gospel thing now, and he got kids now. He has a new wife and everything. Like bro, really switched up on everybody. But what I'm saying. But it's not even just that. It's just that when when you do people wrong with autism, fucked over people money with autism, and it's just like you can't come back from that though. That's why I just let that man be.
I definitely want your opinion on some of these things we're going to speak about today, and I also want some words of encouragement of somebody who, hold on, I think my mic is getting chirped out. I was saying that I definitely want some, you to drop some wisdom on the audience as far as words of encouragement, you know what I mean, on what it takes to be successful despite, people, the naysayers and etc. However, I do want you to tell us a little bit about your activism when it comes to autism awareness. So I know you had a podcast called Rhythm of Autism, and I feel like you did some work in the community as well from out of a community center. Can you talk to us about that?
So, yeah, for sure. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I just muted you when I was talking because my mic gets kind of chirped out when there's other noise in the
Oh
other
yeah,
mic.
that's mine was doing the same thing. That's all. I just want to make sure you hear me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
tell me, like, repeat that one more time.
All right. So I was saying, as far as like your activism when it comes to like autism awareness, can you tell us about that? Like the work you do in the community when
Oh,
it comes to autism awareness. I feel like I know you had a podcast called Rhythm of Autism, and I feel
okay, yeah. I
you was
remember
also
now. Yeah.
you was also doing some work in the community centers, I believe, something like that.
Yeah. The rest, something like that. But yeah, the rhythm of autism. You know what I'm saying? The TV show, the TV show is called The Rhythm of Autism. It represents overcoming obstacles, sharing your victories. A lot of pain going on in the world today. Even though I am the main host on the show, even though we interviewing like different artists, different people, different like mayors, like people around the world who could, cause like in this world we live in, everybody has a struggle. Everybody start from the bottom. Everybody go through something to get on. Don't know what I'm saying? And then that's why I bring them on the show, just so people could share what they go through, pretty much. Even though, even though, even though I started the TV show back in August 2018, but and then like I did it for 2 years, then I stopped for a year, and now I'm back doing it 2021 because the studio we was at, it got shut down. Now we at a different studio now.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got two new people helping me out now, and then but other than that though, man, like you know what I'm saying, we got new episodes. We finna get ready with other people real soon. That's all I gotta say about that part. But the foundation of the Rhythm
Yeah.
of Autism originally started and originally started around I believe the December. I believe December. December 2000, 2000 and no, December 2010. Yeah, the Rhythm of Autism started. And
Okay.
around that time, it wasn't no TV show. It was just a foundation of bringing awareness. Because most people with autism has their own autism movement. I know mine's is ROA, the Rhythm of Autism.
Uh
Even
huh.
though now I'm turning it as a TV show, but you know what I'm saying. Pretty much, man. We like every year April, man. I'm still, still keeping that awareness so people could share what they go through and everything. At the end of the day,
So,
yeah.
what's some of the things you do to bring awareness to autism with the foundation?
Like what I'm saying, because the thing is, like, become a spokesperson of autism. Like I speak to them about the struggles I go through as early childhood. Let them know about what you can't, don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Give them some advice, pretty much, and then the thing is, do some music talking about autism awareness, just positive vibes only,
Mm.
without the profanity, and then three, man, I'm saying like you know what I'm saying, pretty much though, just bring the rhythm, like in the mix of it, just add some music, just talk about the autism, and then I just let them know about what I've been through as young coming up, and then just get let the young generation know if I could do it, you could do it, pretty much.
Well, I think we all need that message. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you hear me. It looks like you're frozen a little bit, but I think we all need that message. So I want to introduce you to a couple of my co-hosts. Schoolboy, that's 50 Tyson. 50 Tyson meets Schoolboy.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going?
Good. I'm sorry, I had to unmute my phone. Good to meet you, man. Good to meet you.
And
Yep.
that Steph got jokes right there on the bottom of the screen right there. Steph meet 50 Tyson. 50 Tyson meet Steph.
What's going on, 50?
What's good? How's it going?
Pretty good, man.
All right. So I'm going to let them ask any questions too. But before we do that, can you give us a word of encouragement for anybody who may feel like they want to give up on their dreams, as somebody who really had to overcome not only just naysayers, but people just thinking that in general they couldn't do what they were here to do, right? Because it's obvious that you were here to be who you are, right? So I feel like you found your niche. You know what I'm saying? You didn't let no one stop you, and you spoke your success into existence at a very young age. There's people without autism that can't speak their success into existence, right? And
Right.
I'm gonna mute your mic really quick as I keep talking because the noise sometimes makes my mic chirp out, right? But you know, there are people without autism that still don't get the message, that still don't understand what they witnessed when they watched the path of 50 Tyson. There are people that took you for a joke, and you were able to take people taking you for a joke. You were able to use that as a stepping stone to still find success. You know what I'm saying? So, can you talk to people about, you know, any words of encouragement you may have for somebody who thinks they want to think about giving up on their career and or dreams because of naysayers or outside influences?
Like, only thing I can say is that like people who does catch the messages, hopefully, because hopefully they follow what I say. Hopefully, they look up to it. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they catch the messages. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's very important for, like, you know what I'm saying, so they can check and see, so they can know what I'm doing at the end of the day. But for people who's not catching it, people with disability, I know sometimes what people with autism, I know it's not gonna be easy right away. I know it's gonna be like people get confused too easily, and then they kind of remind me how I was. 'Cause it took me a while to understand where people was coming from and everything what people was saying. But
Mhm.
other than that, hopefully, my only thing I can say is that hopefully everybody catch it though. At the end of the day, everything I'm saying with my advice and everything like that, because I want everybody to make it. I want everybody to do it. I want everybody to chase their goals.
Yeah.
That's autism.
You know, you say
I don't know
something.
what.
I follow you on Facebook as well, right? I follow you on Facebook, and actually, you just sent me a friend request, so I actually I was able to accept it. But because at first I couldn't, you had too many friends on your Facebook friends, but I was able to accept it recently. But but you know, you say something a lot of times in your lives after you freestyle. You say, "I appreciate the love and the hate both ways." You say, "I appreciate the love and the hate both ways." Can you talk to me about, you know, the thick skin that you have when it comes to the love and hate, and why you appreciate the love and the hate both ways?
Yeah, the reason why I say it every time on my Facebook Live or my freestyles, just because the only reason I say I appreciate the love and the hate in both ways, just because sometimes people go show you love on one side with the positive vibes on the comments, and they give you good feedback and stuff, and then they probably go want to donate, because the real 50 Tyson fans, they was donating and trying to show love, because they really
Mm-hmm.
wanted me to come back harder, because they really wanted me to drop something new all the time, every time.
Mm-hmm.
But the hate on one side is just like, at the end of the day, man, it's like, it's no, that's something I gotta deal with to the day I die. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna always have people show you love all the time. You know what I'm saying? You could get it on social media, or even prank calls, or even in person. That's if they don't. But me, they know how to approach that in person. That's different. But what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it's just like, I'm gonna say this though. You go always have haters though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's never gonna go away. But like, but then when I mean by both ways is that, sometimes people get confused. People just now get to know who I am as Free Tyson, the younger generation. But the older generation already know who I am. But only thing I can say is that, if you show love, show support the long way. If you show hate, you might as well don't watch me on live. Just don't watch me. And then for people showing both ways, hopefully y'all make up your mind if y'all fuck with me or you don't. Because nowadays you got a lot of people claiming both sides, playing both sides, and then they can't make up their mind if they fuck with you or not. And then like me personally, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You play both sides, you get cut off. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the
Mm-hmm.
type of person I am.
Right. So do you recognize when people are, you know, they're shocked by, because, you know, first of all, having autism could cause social as they described it, with difficulties with social interaction and communication, right? So
Oh yeah.
rapping is MCing is communication, right? So when you're freestyling and you're freestyling with autism, it could come off a little rough. It could come off a little unpolished, right? So do you realize
Yeah.
the shock value that you bring to some people who, if they're not familiar with 50 Tyson and they watch a 50 Tyson live for the first time, they're like, what am I watching? But then they can't stop watching. Do you realize the value in that? Or
Yeah.
do you ever
Like yeah,
play?
most definitely.
Yeah.
You know
Do you
what I'm saying?
do you ever do you use the shock value to your advantage?
Repeat that one more time.
Do you use hold on?
Oh, do I use a chalk to
Absolutely. Do you use the shock value to your advantage? Yep.
like yeah, man, when I use the shot to take your advantage, you know what I'm saying? When I get all these comments, 'cause my comments be flooded on my life. Only thing I can do is just laugh, be like, damn, and then I just be like, you know what I'm saying? It took me years to get used to all that hate and all that loving and shit at the same time, because
Mm.
sometimes they be positive vibes, sometimes they don't, and then I'd be like, dang, y'all hating already, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I appreciate the love, man. I'm seeing the love already, man. I'm seeing people can't make up their mind they fuck with me or not. It just embraced me though. Now, so one thing I can say is like I gotta keep that going. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The haters gonna die, show me love one day, and then the end of the day, sooner or later, it's gonna be too much love on good vibes. That's all I can say.
I was talking to Schoolboy about you the other day, and I said, people were laughing, but they ha ha'd you all the way to the bank. It made you laugh all the way to the bank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your TV in the background's a little loud. If you could turn it down, and you got
Oh
siblings.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. No. No, ain't no. You know what I'm saying? I know. Hold on, I can always put it on mute. No, the TV ain't. The TV is not that loud. It's just like, I do have siblings, but one of he been up since as soon as I came down because I told him I was doing an interview.
Okay. I don't know. Schoolboy seemed to have a question, but he had to. He'll be right back. But Steph, you got any questions for 50 Tyson before we go into this next miss? This next.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask about the Troy Hudson thing. I know you touched on it a little bit. You said you signed with him because he was a multimillionaire, and but did it concern you that he around that time he had literally quit the NBA to become a full-time rapper? Did that give you any pause of concern, or did that make you feel more sure because he was so invested?
Like the thing is, around that time, because he did NBA for 11 years, and then I know he played the Timberwolves for 5 years. Even though the last NBA team he played for before he retired was Golden State Warriors, but like around that time, it was like way back throwback 2000s, and then all of a sudden, around that time he was already doing basketball. Like I'm gonna just say, when he did 5 years with Timberwolves, bro starting to rap too and play NBA at the same time, because around that time he had his own record label called Nutty Boys Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess it was around like I would say like around '03, around until '07 before Nutty Boys Entertainment fell off. And then you know what I'm saying? And then around that time when I got involved with him, it was like yeah 2010. You know what I'm saying? Around that time, I realized who he was, because I was like, yeah, I used to go to Tyson, watch him hoop and shit. And then the first thing I said to myself, yeah, I gotta get to know him on a business level, and try to get to know him on a personal level later. But I think personal level, I just wish I never got that close to bro like that. But on the business level, I feel like, man, business should have been handled the right direction. But here's the thing: besides all that, you know what I'm saying. Besides all that, you know what I'm saying. Like T Hud, man. I'm saying, he started Hustle Records in 2009. Around that time, his first artist at first was Mrs. CG, and then I came around 2010 because like T Jeezy and Nerdy Star and my former manager Nicky McCall introduced me to that man, and then that's how I realized who he was with the dreads back then. I was like, "Dang, he got a haircut now." Okay, yeah, yeah, he switched up his image and everything. Even though around that time, man, I decided like, you know what, let me sign $20,000 deal, and then hopefully he can have my best interest and see what he can do for me. But what's the crazy part about it though? I never received the money up front. They said they gave it to my mom. They used it for the rent for the crib and stuff. But like I feel like it's like, wait a minute. I thought that when you sign a deal, they get the artist money up front right in your hand, and then you do whatever you do with it. But the way they did it though, they did it behind my back. But the reason why they did it like that, because I was underage. I was a minor back then. 'Cause, I was only 17, but I'm 28 now. But at the same time, I feel like, man, dang, y'all should have told me about that though, because I know cause I know, like, the way I was telling my mom, like, Dad, if they gave the money to you, you would have already gave it to me. But you know what I'm saying. But they said they used it the rent for the bills and stuff like that. But like the only thing I'm gonna just say, you know what I'm saying, even though there's a lot of fuckery going on inside the label, like only thing I'm gonna say is like, you know what I'm saying? Like you win, you learn, at the end of the day, things happen for a reason. I'm learning, when you start young, sometimes you be in good situations, sometimes you be in bad situations,
Mhm.
it all depends how far you could go. But even though a lot of people was like, man, 50, you should have went major. You should have had Interscope, Def Jam, everything. But around that time, I could have signed 6 million, like 10 million, probably 5 million. But around that time, I wasn't thinking like that back then. You know what I'm
And,
saying? Because
and
I didn't know the
but
industry. I didn't know the industry like that until it took me years to know the industry. I would say like around 2012 and 13. That's why I started learning more about the industry. 2010, 11, or 10 years ago, I was learning.
Steph.
I was about to say, but that ain't nothing to kick yourself about, man. Because like T Pain did the same thing you did. Signed with, didn't go to a major. He signed with Akon. He took the smaller money up front, but it paid off in the long run. It just so happens that Akon just happens to do a better job with T Pain uh, than uh, um,
Right,
than Troy Hudson was able to manage you.
right.
Mm. I
Yeah.
appreciate you being so upfront and transparent. Excuse me. And we do have some comments. I want to read some of these comments. We like to read the comments here on the show. Like I think I told you that in the past. So let me go to some of them. Here we go. Um, so Sunflower Sky says, "Welcome, 50 Tyson." That's one of our union reps. Yeah, Kelso says, "Bro, I'm so geeked that you got 50 Tyson. This is legendary. Salute to Kelso. They're happy you're here. Happy you're here, brother." And Virginia Slim says 50 Tyson been in the game for a minute. And Kelso says he went viral my freshman year of college, and we used to play him in the club. Swear to God, so many memories. And when you went viral, I remember I was working with the youth at the time, and I had just finished my first film, and I remember showing people at my job your success story in 2010. So it's a pleasure, 11 years later, to be speaking with you on this new venture of mine, which is this morning show called The Morning Rant. You know what I mean? Kelso says I was listening to his music a couple days ago and was tripping how dudes use 50 Tyson flow on tracks now. Can you speak to the fact that you do feel that you paved the way for some of these artists? Is that something you want to speak about?
Oh yeah, 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 most definitely. Because ever since around 2014, I started realizing a lot of rappers started to come up. You know, and I ain't talking about drill rappers. I'm talking about internet sensation rappers, like people who's like YouTube sensation. Like I feel like I paid away and started away for a lot of internet viral stars, like IJJ Fish, A-Town, Wabner the Great, Lil Terrio, Nick, Lone Nick. I paid away for um man, it's another funny rapper out there and damn it's called Chuck Lade, I forgot the other dude name in Florida. He's another internet sensation. I be talking to him sometimes, but he funny as hell. And it's a lot of internet viral stars, I made a way because they basically following my path the way I did it. Even though the thing is, I know Eli Porter been around since '05, and I know Antoine Dawson. Me and him pretty much came around the same year a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. And then only thing I can say about that is like man, even a lot of people was like, "Damn, 50 Tyson made a way. 50 Tyson made a way. Dang, 50 Tyson was first." Even ASAP Rocky, he did a man like a big boy interview back in 2015. He was like, "Man, 50 Tyson was first than all of them." And then I know Big Boy was like, "Man, 50 Tyson go probably go here because you say his name's such a woot the woot." I was like, "Man, shit, he's right. He's telling the truth." You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can say is that, man, that's a blessing. A lot of people like looking up to me about it, even though, know what I'm saying? Like, only thing I can say though, even though they not saying that I made a way, started a way, I'm not getting credit about it. But even though the fans know who originally started all this stuff, only thing I can say is like, man, that's amazing.
So let me ask you.
Now people,
You brung up Ice JJ Fish. A lot of people like to say they want to see a versus between you and Ice JJ Fish. They say that out of humor and all that, but collaborating with some of these people, like you mentioned, Wide Neck, Long Neck, and I forget his name is Ice JJ Fish and all that. Would you just collab with these people and or do a versus with any of them for the set? You know what I mean? Is that something you're interested in doing?
like the like me speaking out of my own opinion, I wouldn't mind doing a song with IJJ Fish, A Town, Webner Gray, Daddy Long Neck, and Wide Neck, and Lil Terror, all them. I wouldn't mind doing songs with Internet Sensation because, like me, where I come from, Minnesota, is like, you know what I'm saying. I like to give what the fans wanted, though. You know what I'm saying? Because the fans
Mhm.
want to see that, and then plus, at the end of the day, I feel like we could definitely put put that together, though. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely make history with it. But I know when I was talking to IJJ Fish back in 2014, though, as far as the versus battle between me and IJJ Fish, I said the fans want us to do it, but I think he declined it. I guess bro didn't want to do that. Just like in 2014, he declined because you know what I'm saying. He declined to do a track with me. I guess he didn't want to do the song music with me though, some shit. But you know what I'm saying. Like he was just like, even though he was just like saying like 50 times, I really sorry I hurt your feelings, but no, just no. But but it's not even just that. Like I told bro at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, man, I'm saying. You doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. Cause I know sooner or later, what I'm saying, you gonna want to work with me, and I might change my mind. Then you know what I'm saying, cause I'm the type of
Right.
person, man. Hey, we need to really at least get something going on, or before it's too late. Cause sooner or
Right.
later, you gonna want to work with a person, and then it'd be hard to get in contact. You see why that person didn't respond and everything, cause that
Mhm.
person moved on.
Look at that. 50 Tyson giving y'all bars on how to network. He dropping jewels on how to network. Schoolboy, you had some questions for you, Schoolboy. The mic is on Teddy Riley, Schoolboy.
As usual. Nah, but I so me and like Logic said, we were speaking the other day and we were talking and Logic kept bringing up 50 Tyson. And I think about that time period between like 2010 to 2012. That was like a real transitional period for me. But I was always hearing the name 50 Tyson. I just was like, who is 50 Tyson? What does he do? Why is this guy so long story short, Logic, like basically was able to break it down for me yesterday. I never knew that you had autism. I didn't even know you were a rapper. I just knew your name, and so I
Right.
salute you. Yeah, I salute you for your
Right.
path. You know what I'm saying? Because I really appreciate the story of somebody who's able to bring it out of the mud. Using their unique talents to find success. So I do appreciate that. Um, My question is, so you're in the Twin Cities right now, right?
Yeah, I'm in Twin City, Minnesota. Yep.
Copy, copy. Have you been following the Derek Chauvin trial?
Man, yeah, I've been following me. You know, I be watching it sometimes on TV, man. Out here in Minnesota, man, it's crazy right now. Even though George Floyd died on Memorial Day, May 25th, 2020, and George Floyd changed Minnesota forever. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they got the streets blocked. And I know buses don't even go that way no more. And then they changed to George Floyd Street, and you know they got half of the things blocked. Like only thing I can say is like, man, long live George Floyd. They're shoving. Hopefully, he get locked up real soon. And you know, I've been watching trials because I know they try to say that they both was on drugs and stuff like that with the pills and all this other stuff, man. Only thing I can say, man, all this is just like I know George Floyd, he was already tested positive and all this other stuff. I believe he was doing drugs. 'Cause I know he said that. I know he was telling police he just lost his mind this minute, third, and Derek Chauvin on one side, his lawyer trying to say that you know he man said he died from this and trying to say man just stuff that I don't even want to hear, man, because you know it's kind of like pissing everybody off though, man. Only thing I can say is like hopefully we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it was a lot of loot going on out here last year, man. South Minneapolis was destroyed. It took like months later to get everything rebuilt. Especially half of the part of my north side where I'm from got destroyed. As far as the Holiday gas station, the auto parts, and Olympia Cafe. I was like, man, god damn. But I know three of them never got rebuilt yet. They still work. They still gotta see what they finna put right there. We'll see. We'll see. Only thing I gotta say, man. We'll see how that goes for Minnesota, man. Pray for Minnesota.
Copy
No
that.
doubt.
Copy that. It's
Man,
good. It's good to get perspective from somebody. Excuse me. It's good to get perspective from somebody who's there. Because we all are watching the trial, and I'm super interested in the trial. Like if I'm not on this show and I'm not really doing something that requires me to be talking on the phone, I'm watching the trial and trying to catch up. So I'm super interested in the trial. I got Logic. You about to say something? I had a couple.
No, no, it wasn't. No, go ahead, brother.
Okay, so you spoke earlier about the Somali community, and I wanted to ask about the Somali community in Minneapolis because I studied international studies and economics. They called me schoolboy. I did a bunch of school. I would say half of my education was in technology, and the other half of it was in international studies. So I'm interested in the Somalis in Minneapolis. My question is, do you feel like the Somali community and the black community are they getting along in Minneapolis? Is there friction there? Do
um, like out here in Minnesota, man. We is kind of getting along, but it's like see the good thing about it though. We is kind of getting along because we did have like some going on back in the day. Like black people will pick at the Somalians. Somalians don't really say nothing to black people unless they sell us something. But only thing I could say about that is like you know what I'm saying? Like black people and Somalians go through the same struggle. You know what I'm saying? We all go through the same thing, same struggle. You know what I'm saying? But like I know like we do got like Somalian community out here with the Muslim with Allah out here, but only thing I can say is that you got some. Don't get me wrong, you do got Somalians act like trying to be like black people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Try to have no hair wrap, you know what I'm saying? Try to fresh out clothes and try and be us and stuff. Especially in Northside Zone, you see that a lot though. But you do got other Samaritans being themselves too, and I respect that. And then you also got yeah, then you also got some black people. I got a cousin who served Allah, and then he got a Muslim girlfriend, and then you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying. At first I used to always tell him like, "Dang, like, man, bro, you got the Allah clothes and everything." I'm like, "You like Kevin Gates, pretty much." With the clothes you got on a little bit.
right, bro, that shit definitely. I'm rolling because you said you got the Allah clothes. I gotta use that. Yo, but the last question I have for you was you mentioned and kind of like the cohort of artists that are in your sector. You mentioned Antoine Dodson. So my question is he as animated as he seems like in his viral video? Is that just how his demeanor is for real?
Yeah, like when he did that, like like when he did that, hide your kids, hide your wife, he's claiming your window, snatching people up. Like, I didn't even know who he was around that time. 'Cause as soon as I did my thing around '09, 2010, around the summertime, something pop up on YouTube. They said that he blew up from the news because something like that really happened to him in real life. He was explaining it. He was telling me more about it on Instagram Live because we actually was on Instagram Live talking to each other like I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. And we used to always talk all the time sometimes, and he was telling me that about like like the dude um broke in and was trying to choke Kelly Dawson, and he had to pull him off of her, and he was basically like explaining about the whole situation, and then and then I guess they was on the news, and I'm like, they said they got the evidence, but they don't got the person. So I'm like, wait a minute, where I come from, man. So if you got somebody evidence, but where he at? They should have tracked him down. The fingerprints right there. But I was just speaking of my own opinion about that part. But even though I guess the Gregory brothers, they made it a rap song. I guess they curated as a song, and that shit went viral. I know he got like 100 some million some views. I'm like, damn. So only thing I can say, like, I had to give props to him because now the guy who broke in his house, now he literally made him famous though. You know what I'm saying? The way he did it though.
Yeah,
He
they always
literally made him famous. I know he probably.
I was about to say they always
Yeah,
say
he did.
you can tell how much of an influence somebody is by kind of how they can kind of make people blow up around them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I say that to say, the guy tried to break into this guy's house, but whatever his aura was about him, it shone brighter than the situation. So now he kind of blew up off of that. You know what I mean? But anyway,
Yeah, and now the dude broke in Antoine Dodson career. He probably realized what the fuck. I probably want to get on there, and I'm surprised he didn't come forward and be like, yeah, I'm the one who broke in though. I need my money. I need my credit. Like, see, but
I'm,
I doubt it though. That shit would be too funny though. Yeah, man. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
that
He made their ass. Well,
that would
God rocket.
be funny.
Yeah, they might as well make a lifetime movie off of that though too.
Yo, Bar.
That shit will definitely go crazy.
I don't be watching Lifetime movies, but I will watch that one absolutely.
No. Like no disrespect though. I know my mom watched Lifetime. I'm not a Lifetime fan too much about it, but so I fuck with a few people, a few black people though. White Time, all white movies and stuff. They be wilding out and shit. But I watch some of it, but all of it, I'll be like, man, look, man, I'm saying, if y'all ain't doing this shit in real life, I don't even want to watch that shit.
I
Y'all
think that
just doing that for
the Antoine Dodson true life story on Lifetime would be excellent. So I don't know if
excellent.
you're in contact with him, but I think we need to be trying to set that up, bro.
Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
real.
most definitely. Yeah, he's on Instagram. I don't know about Twitter, but I don't know about Facebook, but I know he be on Instagram sometimes. But I don't think he got a blue check. But yeah, man, I'm saying he be talking to me sometimes on my comments. I know, like most definitely, y'all definitely get in contact with him though, because he would definitely love being on y'all show. What y'all got going on? That would be great.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence, man. I'm gonna read some more of these comments. I'll ask you a few more questions. Kelso says a marketing team needs to hire 50 Tyson. He had $1 million marketing campaign all by himself. He vlogged and did Insta story cycle content before it was a thing. Also giving you more credit for paving the way for some of the things we see happening right now in the virtual space. Kelso also says so much confidence, bruh, is a legend. North Side Zone. You know what I'm saying? It was NFZ, North Side Zone, and NSZ, right? That's how you say it? NSZ?
Yeah, NSD Northside Zone. Yep.
NFC. All right, that's salute to
Yeah,
all the homies in the
NFC
North
North South Zone.
Zone.
Yep.
All right. And Kels also said, bro came in the game like he already won a Grammy for sure. Yeah, I salute you for that, brother. I salute you for that. Sleazy Aki says, $sign the morning rant. That is the Cash App if you want to split the donation between all the panel members, and we will split that with 50 as well. However, you can hit his own Cash App, which is in his handle right there, $50 Tyson official. And that money will go to a good place as he does.
Yep.
He's part of an organization, and it is Autism a month, and he does like to spread the awareness for autism awareness. Kelso also says, I ain't gonna lie, man. And Sunflower Sky says, you must always speak your success into existence. Salute to 50 Tyson for doing that and leading by example. Kelso says, bruh came in telling you he ain't gonna lie. Laugh out loud, years ahead of the rest for sure. And Chris Jones says, top of the morning, kings and queens. Salute to my co-producer, Chris Jones. Salute to my guy. Virginia Sims says, is 50 Tyson going to bless us with a freestyle this morning? And that would be dope. That would be dope. The Rose Show also says dope shit, 50 Tyson. And 50 Tyson, I do something up here called the COVID update, because this is a news show. Even though we like to, we get on some crazy shit at times too. We tell a lot of jokes, we have fun, but I do something called the COVID update. Do you think we can get one of your freestyles in regards to Corona?
Oh, you want me to do like a COVID-19 freestyle?
We think we can set that up? You think that we can work that out?
Oh yeah. I can do a COVID-19 freestyle, man. Just like man. Yeah, that's whenever.
All right, that's what's up. I'll set it up after I read the comments. And Amaz Algorithm says 50 Tyson, get your money. Salute to Amaz Algorithm. And let me see. Sleazy Aki says on some deep shit. Logic answer calls from my cousin Kaleem more than I do. That's our little homie who also has autism. Salute to Kaleem. Love you, boy. Virginia Slim says, back then they didn't want me. Now they all on me. Salute 50. And Sleazy Aki said, did the nigga say my mama first son? Family ain't I don't know. I don't know if he said that. 58 Jones says, this is fire. Salute. He also says salute to the chat and the panel. The Rose Show says, awesome message. You know, that's for you, 50. Thank you for sharing those positive words with us this morning. And she says, awesome message to you, 50. And the Rose Show also says, Tyson said they not fucking with me in person. That's a fact. You know what I mean? He do his athletics. All right, 50. Tell you could have been a football player, right, 50? Hold on, my fault. There you go. Yeah, I'm muted.
Yep. I said though, man, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
50 Tyson ain't no little dude, man. They not running up on that man, especially as an adult talking no shit. You know what I'm saying? And I also seen in your show you interview some rappers in your community too. So it seems like you definitely have some love in your community because they seen you pull yourself up.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, I did. I did interviewed a lot of underground artists, man. A lot of underground artists in Minnesota in 20 man 18 and 19, man. Like, and they was just sharing some stuff that I'm like, damn, that was hidden. First I said to myself, man, all the questions was asking, it was just like to the point. Like, damn, I need to keep doing this like this.
Right. Amaz Algorithm said that was that whack ass Wally Serbiak era. Laugh out loud to Timberwolves. He was talking about this comment. He said also Troy Hudson played with KG for a bit as well. We want to send our love to Steph, who had to go for personal reasons. We want to send our love to Steph, by the way. Sunflower Scott says, I caught that the road. They not fucking with me in person. Salute. And you see, I think 58 Jones, aka J58, says IJJ Fish 2. He has a show also on his channel called Kicking in the Door where he plays music videos. Maybe we'll play one of your music videos on there. But can we play one of your music videos at the end of the show as well?
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
I appreciate that, brother. And Yasin Wilson said we want to host it. Speaking of the concept of a versus between you and maybe Ice JJ Fish or somebody, we wouldn't mind hosting that, brother. Just to let you know. Chris Jones says, me too. I'm watching the trial as well. And Muhammad X. Shakur says, that's really 50 Tyson. Yes, that's really 50 Tyson. And C-Dot says, good morning. Good morning, C-Dot. And Lord Vel says, Allah clothes is hilarious. And so people don't know 50 Tyson got a sense of humor, man. And Sunflower Sky says Antoine Dodson was hilarious when that happened. And Sleazy Aki said hit CashApp pay for freestyle. Yeah, that's a good idea. Definitely send my man 50 Tyson some, CashApp love. You know what I mean? And Lovell says, what's 50 Tyson's thoughts on Prince, aka my favorite artist? What's your thoughts on Prince, brother?
Yeah, man, Prince made a way too. I know for Prince being a pop R&B pioneer of the pop music in Minnesota, even though he became the first ever do it for Minnesota. Even though
Mhm.
Long Live R.P. Prince, even though he did his thing in 1980s, 84, When Those Cry, I Will Die for You. Them like probably like the only two best songs I like what he did. But only thing I could say, man, I'm saying is like, you know, yeah, he a Minnesota legend for life. You know what I'm saying? And he made a way for a lot of people, and he put First. He really put First Avenue on the map. I ain't gonna lie, he did the way he did it in the '80s, and I could tell around that time nobody wasn't sure about Prince back then until his music, his messages he was doing, and it touched a lot of people at the end. But only thing I could say, man, my thoughts with Prince, he would be missed. My condolences go out to his sister. His condolences go out to Roger Nelson family, and Prince will always be in our hearts for Minnesota forever, man. Know what I'm saying? Minnesota legend forever. R.P. Long live Prince. You already know.
Well said, sir. Well said, sir. J Doug, any questions for 50 Tyson?
Salute. Yeah, when 50 Tyson wave on, I'm the country. I wasn't on the internet like that. You know what I mean? But I did hear you say, when you talked about the guy in Florida and you're trying to remember his name, would you think about Boom Gane? Yeah, you hear me?
You might be on a delay. 50, did you hear that? You said, were you talking about Bunk Gang, the guy when you was talking about the artist in Florida that you couldn't remember his name?
Oh, you mean for bump? Like, yeah, I don't remember the guy in the bunk game in Florida. Yeah, I don't remember that.
So maybe it wasn't Bunk Gang then. It probably wasn't Bunk Gang. All right.
So when your era you went viral, was it like the YouTube viral like back in them days? 'Cause I know Instagram wasn't around then. Was it?
No. Instagram definitely wasn't around, but around that time, around that time, I was on YouTube more. I would say I went viral on YouTube the most because I got really known by YouTube a lot more. Around that time, that's when MySpace started falling out. Everybody jumped on Facebook, and then and then Twitter too. Everybody jumped on Twitter, and I would say 2 years later in 2012, everybody jumped on Twitter. Me, no, not Twitter, but Instagram.
Did you meet 50 Cent?
Like, I'm gonna be honest though, like me personally, I never met him in person before, but we did talk on Twitter back in the day, like 11 years ago. He was like, man, that nigga 55 look just like me. Shit, man, this man the third. He was cracking jokes and shit, and I was like, laugh out loud, this man the third, you already know. And then, but his former DJ, DJ Who Kid, I met him in New York 11 years ago. Even though DJ Who Kid, he hosts my first mixtape called I Ain't Gonna Lie Volume One. You know what I'm saying? And then it went viral, it went crazy. But in my own opinion, though, you know what I'm saying, it never got like on Dad Pit Live mixtape. I know Bad Dad Pit was around. I'm not sure if Live mixtape was around 11 years ago around that time. I'm not sure, but like what I'm saying. But what I'm saying. I did a mixtape called I Go Live Volume One. Shout out DJ Who Kid, and I don't even talk to bro no more because everybody switching up, everybody doing their own thing. What I'm saying. I don't even focus on the past people no more. I just move forward, looking at the future. If I see him, I see him. If I don't, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the future, what's next for 50 Tyson?
Like, man, just new music videos, new freestyles, and that's it.
Okay. Well, I
one more
think.
question.
Oh, my fault. Good.
Did Tyson never reach out to you, Mike Tyson? Because I know you
Oh
dedicated your
shit.
name to both of them.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, he ain't reached out to me either though. You know what I'm saying? No, he probably already know about the 50 Tyson thing too, but you know what I'm saying? I used to always think when I used to crack that joke, like get the 50 Tyson right here with the
Oh, that
tattoo
would have
right
been
here
dope.
and and they get the puzzle represent autism right here. I'd be a whole different image. Like I was thinking about something like that a long time ago, but first I said to myself, like, nah, I'm just gonna be 50 Tyson though. 50 Tyson
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
50
yeah.
Tyson. Even though I'm not a boxer in real life, but I am a rapper in real life. But if I ever did boxing, it'd probably be just for like music video, for entertainment, for like movies and stuff, but it wouldn't be real life.
Is that
I
something
ain't
you
for
can see
everybody.
yourself doing? Is that something you can see yourself doing, being in movies?
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely working on getting to the movies though. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I always want to get into movies besides music. Music is one thing, but once you get in movies, it's another thing. Yeah.
hmm I think that would be a good look on you, man. As a filmmaker myself, I think that would be a good look. I think there'll be a lot of independent filmmakers out there willing to work with you. Now that we got this COVID situation going on, we can't have as many as live performances as we used to have. Do you miss performing on stages?
Man, to be honest, I do, man. I miss the crowd, I miss the people, I missed everything from my past. Only thing I can say, man, with COVID-19, it's kind of like stopping everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't a lot of people doing shows like that, doing streams like that. Only thing I can say is this, you only could do a little bit because when I go out of town now, I'm not going there for no show. I'm just going there just probably for networking or probably go visit my family who I haven't seen in a long time. But other than that, though, I'd be more on my live freestyle, just entertain the fans because I know it'd be people popping up, man, just showing up. Like it'd be like, man, at least like 700 some people, like way more than that, joining my live, watching me do my thing. But only thing I can say, man, when this COVID over with, everything be back to normal. But until then, I'm just stay in my own little world until
All
this
right.
over with.
Well,
Just too much going
speak,
on.
speaking of COVID, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna you said you willing to give us the COVID freestyle, one of my favorites. The audience will know why when they hear it. You don't have to do the whole 2 minute, version of it that you have that you're working out right now, but I would love to hear a little piece of that. I'm even try to do some of the ad libs if possible, if the technology don't mess it up too much. But I'm going to introduce it like I usually would with the coronavirus segment. So this is Mr. M, also known as JahLogic, with today's COVID special update freestyle from our boy 50 Tyson. So 50 Tyson, COVID freestyle, take it away.
Yep. I got coronavirus, 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 and I got coronavirus, 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 coronavirus. Hey, COVID-19, man. COVID-19, man. COVID-19, man. That's coronavirus. Hey,
This
COVID-19, man. Yeah, COVID-19, man. COVID-19, man. That's coronavirus. And people catch, they die. D-I-E, D-I-E. Dead, 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 dead. That's coronavirus. And people don't believe that 6 feet away. They don't do that at all. They don't believe that at all. That's coronavirus. Better watch what you do these days. They don't do vaccines. They don't do needle shots. That's coronavirus. And people don't blame that. People don't even cover their mouths. They don't want to cover their sneeze. They want to be right on your face. That's coronavirus.
hey, that's coronavirus.
Hey, what I'm talking about?
My man said people don't do that 6 feet away. They
Right.
don't do that 6 feet away. That's
Yo, I
coronavirus. Hey.
swear, I can't stand when you go in the store and somebody be standing right next to you, just over your shoulder while you trying to pay for your, like, bruh, when was this ever cool for you to be this close to me while I'm paying for my stuff? And now we got coronavirus and you this close. Get away from me.
Yeah, some people do that shit on purpose, but but this was real life. That would never happen. I'd be mad as hell, so I got COVID-19, and then somebody stand right by you. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? That would be the worst thing you don't do.
Yo, salute to my guy 50 Tyson, man. And I want to bring up another artist on to the panel today. My man MC Mighty Casey. You might remember him, 50 Tyson. He had a song on BET Uncut.
MC Marty.
Yeah, called White Girls. It was a song on BET Uncut. I don't know if he was too young to watch BET Uncut back then, but he had a
Oh,
song.
you talk about that? You talk about that song? I think it was on White Chicks movie, like White Girl, need no more. White Girl, need no more. I ain't
Yeah.
even heard that song in years though, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I heard it on BT Uncut though, man. I used to watch that stuff with my family members and with my cousins and
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie, man.
That was like way before, like
I ain't
I
gonna
wasn't
lie,
even thought
man.
about.
I'm 50 Tyson. I used to play basketball. I'm a
Tyson,
freestyle like 50 Tyson.
Tyson,
Coronavirus be wildin'. I'm styling on an island. I'm like 50 and like Tyson. I eat chicken for 50-cent pieces like Jesus.
you might have a collab going on right with 50 Tyson. You Casey might.
man, let's do it though, man. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Ready.
Like bro, a legend though. You know what I'm saying? So I remember the White Chicks movie. They played his song at the end of the song. Though
Yeah. I get money
they
for that.
played your
That's a good
song
look.
at the end of the movie.
You had World Star on Smash
Yeah, that is a good look.
for like a week too. How many views did that video get?
Yep.
Like 10 million, something like that? Crazy.
No. On World Star, got 12 million.
Yeah.
12 million some views. Yeah.
12 million, Casey.
My fault. I said 10. I said 10. Oh,
That's what's up, yo. That's what's up, man. I like the energy going on here, man. And that would be a dope collaboration they ain't see coming unless, of course, they watch the Morning Rant or the Rant Network, yo. You know what I mean? Salute. Thank you for pulling up, Casey, this morning.
Yo, I was mad because it was 4 o'clock or 7 o'clock. I was like, nah, let me just go back to bed and nap and then pull up on Logic. And then I woke up. I was like, damn, it's mad late. I hope these niggas still here. Excuse my N-word. Yeah, and I was like, hope I ain't miss 50. I was like, well, if I miss them, I'm going to go back and watch it on YouTube. It ain't going to be that bad. But I'm so glad I get to interact with you, man, because I feel like, as for me, like growing up, like I was teased and picked on, and I found like my identity through rapping. You know what I'm saying? And I would have to beat like the cool dudes and all that. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like rappers like us who ain't necessarily like the alphas out there or the traditional people who just are really creative with it and don't let any stigmas around them and just really harp into that creativity, man. I appreciate what you do, bro.
Man, that's love, bro, man. Only thing I can say, man, like, we both legends in this, though. I know you've been doing this since like throwback 2000s, but I know, like me personally, I'm like, only thing I can say, man, is like, man, it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, it's a blessing for me doing this all these years. Never thought I was gonna do it today, never thought, man, this was gonna happen the way it happened, but it did though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when JahLogic told me, you probably remember that back when he told me that White Girl song. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, oh, I know, yeah, I know exactly.
I was viral before the internet a little bit.
I know exactly who you talking about. Uncut. Yeah, I used to watch that shit before. Yeah, no, it was way before YouTube. Way before YouTube got involved. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then yeah. Yeah, I know on YouTube you probably got like I don't even know how many views you got off of that now, but I know you probably got like probably 100 million some views off of that by now.
Not too many on YouTube, but the views be crazy on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Like it be over because it be on different. Yeah, I ain't got no 12 million total. Probably got like a few million on there, but like Spotify, Apple Music,
a few million.
The real good look is that White Chicks is always on either Netflix or Showtime or somewhere, and they play that all the time. That's why I get the bulk of my residual income from the song.
Man, yeah, man, that's what's up, man. That's love, man. I need to remix that though. I might switch it up to Black Girl.
Do
I
it.
know they be ignorant sometimes though. I'm just messing. I'm just cracking jokes. I'm just messing around. I'm just fucking around.
You're gonna have
I'm
to
just
put
fucking
Jay
around.
Doug on that song.
Drop that
I'm just
50, 50. That's a hit. Now you working with something. That's something.
Featuring J Doug and Tony
I ain't know you were
Soprano.
going there with it,
Yeah,
50.
man. I just
But
like the
yeah,
chorus though. I just
you on
like
the
the
right
chorus.
track.
So yeah, like you did back in the day. Yeah, I like the song. But yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
I like that shit, nigga. That's that shit.
Bro, I ain't gotta lie, man. Awesome.
Girl.
Tyson. What was the sport you used to play that you used to rap about? You used to play football?
Oh yeah, yeah. I used to play football. I played 4 years of high school
What
football. Yep,
position did you
yep.
play for football?
Defense. I was playing defensive tackle and tackle, middle linebacker, and then I played a little bit of linebacker, and then I played a little bit of safety, and then
Safety.
I know on offense I was just playing right tackle, left tackle, and
So
shit.
you was on the O
I
line,
mean right guard. My bad. Let me take that back. I was on right guard, left guard part.
playing the O line. So you a big dude. You a big strong dude. How'd your team do?
Yeah, offense. Yeah, yeah.
And none of your teammates made the NFL or play college.
Man,
Good?
I'm gonna be
I don't
honest,
remember. I
cause
heard that.
oh yeah, as far as making to NFL college, I know like it's a few people who I went to high school with. I know one of them went to college, and then I don't know what happened though. Like he ain't turned pro the way I thought it would be, and then like me personally, I ain't go to pro nothing like that. I just did it for 4 years and then just focused on my music. When that 50 Tyson came around, it just changed
Yeah,
everything.
but even
You know, because my main goal
even
was
playing football,
try to go
that's
to college. Yeah,
a bit
man.
of, you had to be a bit of a G just to even start.
Yeah, better G though, like a full athlete. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. I know, like most people though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they some people went back to the world. Some people went to went to college, but working real jobs now. But I don't know nobody personally who went to straight to pro. Like people, I put the school, the years that I played football at high school, Edison High School. Ain't no one ain't one single soul I can name who went straight to pro
Oh
NFL.
man.
Just nobody, just none of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mean to change the subject from the sports, right? I definitely want you to be able to converse with him more, but real quick, we do stories up here. We talk about stories on 50 Tyson, and then we try to give our opinions of the stories, right? So while I have you here, I want to talk about a story that's trending, and I want your opinion on it. And basically, it's trending that Soulja Boy has fired back at Tory Lanez and Joel Santana after they both dismissed his claim that he inspired rappers to wear bape. So basically, Soulja Boy is basically trying to say that he is the forefather of the internet sensation, among other things, right? He's basically saying that
Man, like
go ahead, 50.
oh no, go ahead. I didn't realize you were still talking. My bad. Well, like what I was gonna say too, because I had like somebody just tagged me that post yesterday. Somebody tagged me on Instagram and said that Soulja Boy said this, like he was the first one, like he the reason why everybody exists, like Famous Deck and all of them. But you know what, like Soulja Boy came out right before me. He came out before me though. Like he came around 06, 07. But even though when he did the crank, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? He did made a way for a few artists with the dance and all this music and stuff. He did start a way for other artists. But like when he talked about he put Tiger on and all that stuff, I don't believe that part. But when it comes down to younger generation, like Lil Pump and all that, okay, he got some to do with some of it. But like me, I'm like I know I made a way. I like the difference between he made a way, I made a way. I'm like, okay, I made a way for like internet virus stars because they doing the same image, the same exact thing what I'm doing. But when I look at Soulja Boy, okay, he made a way for like the dance scene, like the other other vibes, like they kind of like doing the same thing. Like if you look at Lil Pump, Trippie Redd, like Lil Uzi Vert, Ugly God, Lil Yachty, okay. He paid away for those type of people. Okay, cool. Because everybody come from different sides. How they pay away for people. Because you can tell what step they follow into. I was like, okay, cool. But
So
all
you
that I
said
can say, man, he made a way. He definitely.
So he definitely made a way when it comes to certain things, and he definitely is a leader when it comes to style and culture and certain things. But
Style, yeah,
right,
culture, yeah.
but not
But
every,
but yeah,
not
I
every.
remember not everything. Not when he said about the Tiger part. Even though me personally, I don't even fuck with Tiger music though, like I used to. But at the same time, I don't believe he put Tiger on because I know Tiger was in a dunk video. But you know what I'm saying. But I know Tiger already did Coconut. That was right before Soulja Boy blew up. You know, so I think they both. No, Tiger blew up around that Coconut song. It was like around '05, '04. But I don't know. And then I know Soulja Boy did the crank that like around '07. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? They probably already came out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was already get put on by Young Money, Cash Money though. Like Soulja Boy was doing it by himself. Like I know Soulja was like, I didn't do something to Young Money. Listen, I'm the one boost Tiger up. But I know Tiger, when Tiger, if you look at Tiger's strength and Soulja Boy strength, I know Tiger doing his thing right now. Like I give him credit, bro, does have a big name for himself. But when I look at Soulja Boy, you know, when it comes to his dance music, bro was respected, bro. Did prove people wrong for what stuff he was saying, but when he got into the drill music, it kind of like broke the lot of now you acting like something that you not is. And I'll start. I'd be laughing to myself. You holding guns and all types of stuff. I'm like, I bet I'm done. And you beefing with niggas like fuck, it's up there, nigga. I'm like, what? I was like, what happened to the old Soldier Boy? I ain't
Right,
know you that Soldier Boy. I didn't know you a killer. You know, he
right.
is from Chicago, but he never drilled or killed anything. But even though he was raised in Burnsville, Mississippi, when he got famous, he started
Soldier Boy
living in
blood.
Atlanta
Soldier
when he
Boy
got a
blood,
lot
right?
richer. He was
Ain't Soldier Boy a blood? Don't he be out in the fruit pyrus?
nah,
Something
he
like
ain't
that.
none of that. Nah, I don't believe. Nah, I don't think.
The
Nah,
Chris
nah, I don't
Brown
believe he. I
blood,
don't
blood,
believe he
blood
gang
beat.
banging real life. He just SD Money Gang and that little Ocean Gang. Even though he did claim Young Money, Cash Money, Rich Gang, but he ain't really officially signed with them people. I think he was just claiming that just to claim it though. Even though I know he was Rich Gang for a little bit before that. Even though he was Rich Gang for a little bit, then he fell off. He was Young Money Cash Money for a little bit, then he fell off with that. But I just look at it like he's LCD Money Gang and that Ultra Gang, whatever he call it, and then I just think, but the blood, I don't think he a blood in real life. I think he was doing that because some of the niggas was bloods was LCD, like probably 3/5 and Corny Cash, J Money, all them people was SOD back then, was affiliation with it. But I think Soulja Boy was trying to be a gang wannabe, but he don't gang bang in real life
Right.
because you try to be blood and then you talk about you want to be GD and all this other stuff. But but in Minnesota, like what I'm saying, you can't be something that you not is though. You know what I'm saying? You just
So
SOD money gang. That's it.
right. That's real. Just One Love says Soldier Boy originally from Jackson, Mississippi. And Kid Murray says Ocean Gang, that used to be my shit. Keenan Kong says 50 Tyson is a rap historian. Pay attention.
Yeah,
Really quick.
I was thinking
Yo,
the same thing.
50 you I don't think it's just rap. I think it's music in general and entertainment, right? I feel like I noticed because I've been following you for a while. You know, what I mean, I feel like I noticed that you just remember a lot of people's birthdays and things like that. Like, how do you know whose birthday it is every day? Do you have like an alert on your phone, or you just remember these people's birthdays? Like,
See, here's the thing. When I do birthday shout outs, I ain't start doing it like that until 2018. But around that time, I never used to do it too much, just a little bit. Fans used to tell me, "Man, you need to entertain more. You need to be on social media more." You know what I'm saying? Or, you need to do birthday shout. You need to do some shout outs. You need to do something. Cause I used to always do that just a little bit to certain people. Then I started realizing, okay, I'm gonna just do birthday shout outs for here on out. But when I do birthday shout outs, I only do it for like celebrities, like what I'm saying, like just people, like just for family members and celebrities who I respect, who I fuck with, and I only do it for like certain people. Like I don't do it just for the whole damn world, but I only do it for certain people.
do
Like
you
let's
remember
say if a
these
fan
people's
come up to me or a
birthdays?
fan hit me up.
But do you remember these people's
Oh yeah,
birthdays?
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, family members, people I know, and celebrities. Yep.
I'm bad with remembering birthdays, so I take my hat off to you for that, man. Like that's crazy. To remember all these people's
Yeah.
birthdays, that's amazing. Let me see. Keenan
Some
Khan
people
says
can't remember all that though. You, yeah.
You're right. I'm one of them. I'm people. I can't remember all these birthdays. Keenan Carl says Soldier Boy birthed a lot of rappers, and Sunflower Sky says that's lit all day sleazy in regards to Casey remix by 50 Tyson featuring J Doug. Sleazy Aki says J Doug on the remix to Casey's classic legendary. Sunflower Sky says epic show logic. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Sleazy Aki says y'all watching history. And Keenan Khan says black girls wake up with attitudes.
God, sing it.
And the Road Show says, yo, and that was in regards to his freestyle that we got on the spot. Chris Jones says, yeah, White Chicks was on Video Music Box as well. Yeah, so so J Doug, do you have anything to say about the Soldier Boy shit? He's, Soldier Boy out here claiming credit for a lot of things, including the clothes people wear. What's your thoughts on Soldier Boy talking about he's going to slap Tory Lanez? He said something about giving Tory Lanez, slapping him into a hairline or something like that.
Slap the hairline off him.
Slap the hairline off him, something like
that. Soldier Boy got the #1 song on TikTok right now. Y'all don't know this. Anytime Soldier Boy get a hit, this is what he do. Anytime he get a hit, this is what he do. So he got a hit with that Make It Clap. He just signed a new record deal with Virgin Mobile. He back popping. Same thing happened last year when he was promoting that little game and he had that little hit song, New Drip, and Hit My Line. Anytime he get a hit, because he dropped so much BS music, anytime he get a hit, he just turn up like this, and this is how he act. You know what I mean? He deserve a lot of credit, man, to just be in the music industry and be making hit songs year after year after year, and just be having like Drake be making hit songs for Drake, then made a hit song for Nicki with Yes. And people forget what Soldier Boy really be doing out here. Like he be working with some of the most respected hip hop because he don't work with a lot of rappers. So he dropped a verse with Lil Wayne on his Carter, one of his Carters. He was like the only feature Lil Wayne had on that album. So a lot of people respect Soldier Boy. I just think Soldier Boy get more respect if he was a more of a humble person. But like I say, anytime he get a hit, I think because he gets so much doubt and so overlooked for everything that he done and keeping his relevance up to this point, I think every time he get a hit, this is how he act. I was just thinking about this yesterday because I woke up, he was beef with Tory Lanez. I say, why he do this every time he get a hit single?
Right. So
he does it because we're talking about him. And I mean, other people are talking about him. That's why he does it, because to get attention. And I will say that Soldier Boy, in terms of the bathing ape, other rappers did wear bathing ape, but he really shouted them out. You know what I'm saying? Like I never heard of bathing ape till Soldier Boy said, "Haters getting mad because I got some bathing ape."
Yeah, he put him on.
He did, but that's so like if he was smart, he could have been haters getting mad because I got me some Soldier Boy shoes. Like he just bragging about making some other people rich.
And he had another song about bathing apes, but like I'm saying, just you have to. People don't like when you take your flowers these days. You have to wait and allow people to give them to you when they ready to give them to you, and it might be when you did, but you gotta allow that to happen. Because if you take it these days, it's looked at as a form of arrogance. Then it's like, yo, even if you right, people is not gonna give you that nod because they don't want to see you shoot up like that. Because guess what? If everybody say, Soldier Boy, you started that, then every time he asks for credit, you give it to him. He's just going to balloon head out of here. Mm-hmm. So he's right in most of what he says, but it's just not the time because everybody think they're innovative. But Soldier Boy was just a factor. He just was. He made a rapper feel like, yo, I don't need $1 million video to get a hit. I could drop a hit in his living room. And think about all the hits I don't like, all the hits that people drop in the living room these days, and the TikTok videos in the living room these days. He made people feel like, yo, it's amazing stuff that could just be done at home. So Soulja Boy is an amazing guy, but it's just not his time to get his credit. He's still a young man. So no, I mean he's early 30s probably. So they're not gonna give it to him like that.
I think we're gonna see in probably like 10 years or so when Soulja Boy matures, we're gonna see the impact because he's gonna be able to express it a lot he's gonna be able to express it and have people respect it. Right now, people are like, oh, he's still young, you know.
And you gotta think he going on a 15-year run.
Yo, Nas was 20 when Illmatic dropped. You know,
but Nas's flow,
Theory came out. So
True.
it's like you a grown man in your 30s, but the thing about rap is you gotta act young and be young to be relevant. You can't grow up immature. So I'm not even sure if Soulja Boy will be giving him. I think he's still going to be wearing big pants in his 40s, talking shit to Bow Wow on Instagram Live 4.6 with the holograms, because hip hop don't let you grow up. You gotta stay a young little kid, and you gotta be for other people. And it's like, he don't need a beef to get flowers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I did this, but you know, always like the Breakfast Club with Drake, Tyga, and it's entertainment for me. I like it, you know what I'm saying? But I know it's bullshit. And I think, like, I don't think Soulja Boy a great artist, but he is impactful for sure. Because a lot of young people grew up listening to Soulja Boy and Bow Wow, and they can't say nothing about it. The generation that grown up now, that might be, 20, 25 right now, they grew up on Soulja Boy and Bow Wow. And they can joke on Bow Wow and joke on Soulja Boy, but they was voting for them on 106 and Park heavy. You know what I'm saying? They had the posters on the walls. So
Bow Wow was that nigga, man.
That is now coming of age, which Bow Wow and Soulja Boy is they Biggie and Pac.
All right, let me. I want to let Schoolboy say what he said, but I definitely have questions about this for 50. So, Schoolboy, be short and really quick. Virginia Slim says he is in his second childhood. Soulja never growing up. Schoolboy.
No. That was just my comment. That was just my comment. So I'm done.
All right. So with that being said, we're talking about Bow Wow and Soulja Boy now, and drama, right? And how drama can propel your career. So we spoke earlier about how people laughed at 50 Tyson, but that ended up propelling his career, right? But 50 Tyson, you weren't exempt to internet drama yourself, right? So you had a few diss tracks on some guys, right? Was it Soulja Boy or Bow Wow or both? Who was it that you had some diss tracks on? Who were you was beefing with for 2 seconds?
Oh, you talk about? Oh yeah. Back in 2013, I did a Control diss track. It was a Control remix diss track on Bow Wow.
Okay.
Nice.
What 2013?
What prompted you to do that? Because I'm gonna ask you the hard questions now.
It wasn't on Soulja Boy now.
Okay, it wasn't Soulja Boy. So I'm gonna ask you the hard questions now. So were you trolling Bow Wow, or did you have a legit gripe with him?
No, it wasn't a troll. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't like a troll at the time. Like, what I said. I just did that because I was just freestyle because I was like 50 years back, 50 years clack. I'm tired of getting blind because y'all niggas can't rap. I'm the face of Soda. I'm Northside Zone, 20 State Minnesota. That's where I'm from. And on the verse, I was like saying, y'all really on my L level. I was like, Sierra dumped you by Wow. She know you ain't shit never be shit. I'm talking about on Cool Man, I'm the shit dude. That's why up there down there in 106. Now down there you in 106. But I'm gonna get to the real detail. The reason why I did all that because you gotta watch the whole freestyle. I know you probably seen it, but the reason why I did that because oh yeah, you did. Okay. The reason why I did that because it was I was on some hay shit back then because when I did the I Ain't Gonna Lie music video back in 2010, bro, did a post on Twitter was like, I don't know what's going on with hip hop. I'm listening to radio. I heard 50 Tyson on the radio. This is the direction where we going. If so, man. And then I respond though like, man, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time for hating ass people like you. Like, at the end of the day, shit, man, just stay in your place, stay in your lane. This man the third, and this was like 2010, and then I kind of let it go for like 2 years because what I'm saying. Because I thought that shit would stop, and then I guess 3 years later I ended up doing a diss track. I was like, man, you know what? We do a diss track, and then that's when I did the diss track. Was like 50 is back, 50 is clever. After I did that, bro really respond, bro, ended up blocking me on Twitter, and then his mom blocked me from Twitter. That's the crazy part.
Yo, so
it felt like I was trying to shut out of Bow Wow and his mom. And then
let me get this straight.
And here's the crazy part.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll let you finish. I mean, what I mean by that is like Like soon as I did that, you know what I'm saying? Like with the control and everything, that's when Bow Wow did a post like 3 times bad lad, my dick special ass boy. That's what your mama is for. Now pick up your drawers, take your ass to bed. I was like, laughing, I see your ass mad now. I was like, cause I'm on your ass. This is the third, you know, just on some other shit back then, and then you know what I'm saying, and then you know he did a post on Facebook like, "What this kid don't get? I got a corporation. There, I ain't trying to fuck it up with everybody. Such and such, whoop the woo." And then he was like, "The only reason I get this kid a pass because what I'm gonna get for this and somebody with disabled, this man the third, he got them, so don't you know what he doing all the time? Something this, oh, all that I can say, man. Bro, he knew, my man felt some type of way, bro. Respond, and you know what I'm saying. All that I can say, man. Like, dang. I never thought I would be the first person in Minnesota that's gonna get under his skin like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo,
first Romeo, then Soldier Boy, now me.
okay. I talk your shit, 50 Tyson. Talk your shit. But yo, check this out. So, am I to hear this correct? Soldier Boy actually tried to troll you first. That's basically what happened. He talked shit about you first. You're saying?
Isn't it Bow Wow?
I mean, not Soldier Boy. Excuse me, Bow Wow. Bow Wow talked his shit about you first. Bow Wow was talking shit about you first. He trolled you
Yeah.
first.
He started with me first though, but I didn't expect that until the fans start tagging me on Twitter, and then that's why I looked at the tags and stuff. I was like, oh damn, and come to find out this shit was real. What he was saying. But you know
Right.
what I'm saying. But only thing I'm gonna say is just like everybody. You gonna have a lot of slaves who have their own opinion. It's gonna be love on one side. Like I just told you, like I appreciate the love and hate of both ways because you gonna have love on one side, you gonna have hate on one side. At the end of the day, you can't control it. People gonna say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, I actually met Bob Well too. Like
Oh
back
wow.
in 2015, he was at the high school basketball game. It was like a celebrity basketball game. No, it wasn't a high school basketball game. It was a celebrity basketball game. It was at this high school called Hopkins, way out in the suburbs of Mantucket, Minnesota. I met bro, and we actually chop it up though. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked, we took some pictures and stuff, and then he was just like, what up with you, boy?" And then I told him about everything, what happened in the past is the past and everything. He was like, "No, it's all good, bro. I ain't say that much bad about you like that." Even though I was looking at it like you did though, but shit, I'm gonna let it go because I know that I ain't trying to be on that shit because he had like security with him and stuff, people with him and stuff. I had my crew with me and stuff. It was just
It
like
could have
at the
gotten
end.
ugly with Bow Wow and 50, but
Plus, no, plus it was kids there. Plus it was a charity event. It was kids there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just say this.
I ain't gonna do that though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna just say this because I like to go ahead and stoke the fire just a little bit. If y'all want to put the gloves on, you know what I'm saying, and do a couple rounds, I will be the cameraman for that event. I'm offering to be the cameraman for that
I
event.
Rant Network pay-per-view, Bow Wow, 50 Tyson. Load it up now, celebrity boxing.
Yeah. Yeah, cause like around that time, 2013, I know one of his fans was like, "Is you gonna diss 50 Tyson back?" And he put loud, fall out. Now that this man the third, but you know what I'm saying. But that's crazy because he know who I am and he know me. You know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying. Like you know what
Honestly,
I'm
I
saying.
think Bow
Even
Wow.
though we still blocked each other from Twitter, you know what I'm saying. But I don't like don't get me wrong though. Like at the time, like 20 years ago. At the time I wasn't Faye Tyson. Yeah, around this time I admitted that I used to fuck with his music. I used to fuck with his movies. At the time, Lil Bob when he was with Social Dep, even though he still is, I'm okay. No, bro, doing his thing, bro. Bro's respected. Like him, Lil Bob, Lil Romeo. When you look at when everybody started off as kids coming up, growing up, all I can say like Lil Bow Wow doing his thing. But when I came around, that's when bro it started becoming hate. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, started having it on me out of nowhere. I was like, damn, I didn't know that.
That's
And
what
then
happened.
that's how
Yo,
I was
I
like,
would say I want to commend you for letting cooler heads prevail. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to commend you on that. And
yeah,
not turning up and and he wasn't the first artist to joke on you, but then also come cool with you when they seen you in person, correct? So I believe it was Kevin Hart also had jokes, and then when he seen you in person, he showed love and he took pictures with you and all that. And
10 years ago when he did a show at this theater downtown Minneapolis, and we also did a show together. Like he was I was special guest. He was just a parent. You know, we was in the VIP together, him and his camp, and me with Hustle Records at the time. You know, man, we chop it up. We just started talking and everything, man. We was just we you know, he was just saying that I truly appreciate what you're doing. Keep doing. You know, when you see the video drop, bro was just literally saying that like, I just you doing right now is go to mama out to your face right now. This Kevin Hart, all the jokes to the side, man. I put the official stamp on you right now. If you ain't followed this man's movie, I just you do it now. Basically letting you know, Fetty Tyler's the man of myth, the legend, the man of
Do
myth,
you
the
think
legend.
Chocolate Drop
Basically,
was kind
it
of
was
based on
directed
you?
for
Like
me.
he kind of based his character on you. People say Chocolate Drop. I feel to
Yeah.
inspire like his comedy. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a big thing because you kind of helped Kevin Hart blow up. Chocolate Dropper was like one of his first
Yeah.
big online characters before he hit the movies and became the comedy sensation that he is. So you kind of Soldier Boy Kevin Hart in
Yeah.
some ways.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. That's true. That's facts. Because first, it was going around. People was like, "Damn, man, you blew up because of Kevin Hart." Man, Kevin Hart kind of like got on because
Yeah,
Fitty Tyson
that's
and
fact.
all this other stuff. It was going back and forth. But only thing I can say is that like I will never forget though. You know when Kevin Hart started talking about me, this was the first person that brought it up to my attention. So she called me downstairs, showed me the video, and I was like, God damn. I started busting out laughing because I know it was a spoof. It was just like pretend like he was me, pretty
Like
much.
I mean, honestly, you can
You
feel
know what
like
I'm saying?
people,
I
but
was,
honestly, like if you make it, that's when you get parodied. You know what I'm saying? Like people ain't just parodying regular
yeah,
people. So fact that you kind of inspired that shows like your impact on the culture at the time. And yo,
yeah,
can we
right, most
I
definitely.
want to see 50 on Steph Got Jokes, but I want to ask you some questions to see how quick. What year did Bow Wow put out his first album?
Like his first album, I would say like, right, yeah, 2000. Like I believe it was 2000.
Let's
Like
check that. Bow Wow. All right, what year did Tiger put out
he
his
did
second
that.
album?
Bow Wow Wow, Hippie Yo, Hippie Yay, Where My all of that.
Bow Wow, Bow Wow.
His second album, I would say
2001.
around
Oh, I think it
2005.
came out 2000, 2001, around the same time. Yup.
It was 2000. It was September 2000.
September 2000? Okay. Wow. That's good. See you.
All right. So, what he's talking about is we have a game show on this
Yeah, yeah.
network.
I just literally guessed that.
Listen,
Yeah, I just literally guessed that Bow Wow dropped that album 2000 because I'm like he had to drop that shit in 2000 though, and then yeah, yeah, and
what,
then who else besides
what
Bow Wow though? I know y'all said another rapper. Oh yeah, Tyga. Yeah,
Let me see what's another one. What year what MTV show was Tiger on before he blew up?
um, I would say Wild Out, but it was way before
Way
Wild
before that.
Out.
I don't even remember it. But he was it's like G's to Gents or
No,
something.
no, no, no. He was doing something. Bro was doing something though. I would say ridiculous, but no, it was way before that too.
It was around. Well, it was around ridiculousness. It was G's to Gents or some shit like that.
Jesus jokes or some
He was a
shit.
contestant.
All right. So what I wanted to say was what he was describing was there's a game show on this network
Or he,
called Trash Bars where somebody where the host, one of the hosts is the guy who was here earlier, Steph. He asks people questions about music and culture and all that, and people
And
either
sports too.
and sports as well. So
You
if you
got good sports trivia. Who's your favorite football team? Minnesota Vikings?
yeah, but purple yellow, man. Vikings all day,
Purple
man.
yellow. What's
Hopefully
the
we go
purple
to the
yellow
Super
song?
Bowl, man. Hopefully we go up there, man. That's all I got to say.
Kid Murray says, I lived in St. Paul. I live in St. Paul. Ask 50, what's his favorite chicken spot? What's your favorite chicken spot in out there?
The favorite chicken spot you gotta go to Cane's. You gotta go to, and then it's a lot of good chicken spots. You gotta go to Cane's. You gotta go to Popeyes and KFC. But we don't got churches though. I'm gonna say that we don't got churches here in Minnesota. But the only three best spots is Cane's. Oh no. Crunchy. This is another one in Northside Zone. It's called crunchy chicken place. It's called Crunchy Chicken something. But yeah, it's a lot of good. Like you got hooks, you got Pepe's, you got wings and things. It's a lot of good chicken spots. So let me take that back. Yep.
All right, that's what's up. All right, Kid Murray, we asked your question. And once again, if you're just pulling up, Kid Murray sends thumbs up. If you're just pulling up, we have a special guest, 50 Tyson here. Also, Casey, aka Mighty Casey. And we were talking with 50 Tyson because this is Autism Month. This is National Autism Month. So we wanted to bring somebody up here to tell us about their, I don't want to just use the word struggle, but their path. You know what I mean? Going from having autism, but still finding his niche and finding success in music as an MC. With that being said, I definitely want to give you your flowers now, 50 Tyson. You know what I mean? Salute to you, my guy, for never letting the naysayers or the hate or any of that discourage you. I think it's amazing how you spoke success into your life and walked into your success and and put yourself out there. A lot of people are scared to put themselves out there. Yeah. And you weren't afraid to put yourself out there with a point and shoot camera, talking into the mirror, and it led to everything that led to after that. You know what I mean? So, anytime you're about to drop any projects, anything like that, feel free to, holler at us. We'll support it. You know what I mean? We'll put it out there. I also want to remind people that you can feel free, if you enjoyed this interview, to send him a donation straight to his Cash App, which is right there on his handle. You know what I'm saying? You can send him a Cash App straight to him. You know what I mean? You can also follow him on Instagram at 50 Tyson Official, and I'm at 50 Tyson Official, man. I want to thank you again, man. You think you'll come back up here and rock out with us one day again in the future? Let me unmute you. Are you on a delay?
Back on.
There you go. I'm listening.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm definitely more than welcome to come back. That's whenever, though, man. So just let me know.
I appreciate you, man. Real talk, man. I salute you, man. And I'll get in touch with your manager too, Mr. Hill, just to kind of check in. Like I said, he added me on Facebook a while back. So, and I'm looking forward to you bringing back the Rhythm of Autism, that podcast. I enjoy watching it. It was really inspiring.
I just want to say, as a fan, I know like people might consider autism
most
disability,
definitely.
but I feel like people like you and a good friend of mine back home, Cal, who have these amazing memories and abilities like regular people like me don't have. It's not that you're disabled; you have a different type of learning ability and and a different style of doing stuff. But I feel like your mental ability is probably iller than most people. Like definitely iller than Bow Wow. I don't know how Bow Wow call you special needs. Bow Wow is really stupid, and I feel like you're a genius, and I feel like even me too. Like me being, I don't have nothing diagnosed, but I'm a little awkward and weird. But at the same time, I'm a very smart person, and I see a lot of that in you. So salute yourself, 50 Tyson.
Salute.
The Rose Show says, great show. And she's also saluting and clapping for 50 Tyson. And Virginia Sims says, stay blessed, 50, salute. You know what I mean? So the audience is definitely rocking with you. There was one crazy story I wanted to talk about today, too, before we get up out of here. This is a Fuck Shit Friday. So, we did bring the positive vibes, but there is a weird story I did want to present. So 50 Tyson, you going to rock out with us for this last story right here?
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, cool. So check this out. This is coming to us from let me see, from Fox News in Detroit. A Michigan man has been caught. He's a home inspector. He's been caught slipping. So check this out. He's been caught slipping.
Tonight, a story so disturbing, we want to warn our viewers, make sure the kids are in bed or out of the room. It involves a disgusting act with a beloved character from Sesame Street. A home inspector caught on a nanny cam pleasuring himself with a stuffed toy while on the job. Fox 2's Taryn Asher here now with more on the story. Taryn?
Well, Hugh, let's put it this way. Technology can be a blessing and a curse. The camera in the baby's room triggered by movement and caught exactly what the home inspector was doing.
I mean, it's just, wow.
It's not often you hear a reaction like that from the Oakland County Sheriff. And it's not often you hear of an act so appalling. On March 12th, before selling, an Oxford Township couple let this man into their home on Gill Street for a routine inspection that turned into anything but. They left, never suspecting the 59-year-old man would allegedly fulfill his sexual urges with their child's Elmo doll.
While he was in there, he took that opportunity to be in a baby's nursery. And worse, while he's in the nursery, for whatever sick reason, finds himself in need of sexually gratifying himself with a Tickle Me Elmo doll.
The disturbing sexual act revealed when movement in the child's room triggered the nursery camera. The image shows when Kevin Van Leuven picked up the Tickle Me Elmo doll. The homeowner shocked when she was alerted on her cell phone.
She looked on her phone at the video feed and saw him. It looked like he was not inspecting. It looked like something was going on. So she hit the record button, and lo and behold, she ended up capturing something that certainly no one of their right mind could imagine.
It didn't take long for her to figure out what he was doing with Elmo. After hitting record, she immediately contacted the Oakland County Sheriff's Office.
Our deputies confronted him, and initially he denied it. And then they told him that it was on video, and then he apologized.
The fugitive apprehension team arresting the home inspector on Wednesday. He's been charged with aggravated indecent exposure and a misdemeanor charge of malicious destruction of property. But perhaps what's even more disgusting, after abusing the doll, Van Leuven put it back like nothing ever happened.
Put the doll back, which Mom would have never known had she not captured it. That's one of those ew kind of thought processes.
Second that. Well, Van Leuven expected to be
all
back.
right, so I don't know if you heard that. You kind of on the lag, but I know the rest of the panel definitely heard that. J Doug, you have to unmute. You guys have to unmute yourselves, Schoolboy and J Doug. Schoolboy, you first. You find out your home inspector is tickling the Elmo, tickling himself.
I thought it was funny that the newscaster said that he was abusing the doll, because I'm just trying to figure out how do you abuse a doll. But yes, that's disgusting at best. And I'm glad he got caught, man. Like the newsman said, for some reason he found the need to gratify himself during his inspection in the kids' room. Like, yeah, you're supposed to go to jail for that, bro. Just off the strength, because you seem like you might be an abuser. You know.
To say the least, man. J Thug. Oh, well, let me say this. Kid Murray also agrees. Say he needs to go on the list.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, 50. I know your phone was tripping out. Let us know if you're there. You're there. All right, we're gonna let that work itself out. But J Doug, your thoughts. Home inspector beating his meat to Elmo out of all things. Thoughts?
Yeah, man. That's just one of those nasty things that I don't know what's wrong with people these days. Like, I don't see why some stuff can't wait till you get home and to leave the doll and like you take it in the closet and you hit it from the back. I don't know what he had going on. But yeah, that's crazy, man. The stuff that people do, you never would imagine. That's why I can't do it. That's crazy. But yeah, hey. Now, how many years do he deserve to get? I always like to put that on the table. I'm thinking about 5.
Yeah, I think sentence him to 5.
I'm thinking if that was a kid in there, it would. I'm thinking about 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, kid in there would have to be more years. But the fact, I agree with you though. 5 years, but he might get off early, but still get put on the list.
Yeah, you're on the predator
I think
list. That's
it's
predatorial.
hard to charge him because the kid wasn't there. He's just abusing like public property. And my thing is, if he had his own Tickle Me Elmo dolls and the nigga went in the private his own crib and jacked off on him, I wouldn't care. It would be like, all right, do you? You know what I mean? Like,
nah, I still want you on the list.
But the fact is that he obviously had some type of pleasure doing it to a kid who would use it later. Because he could just had his own Elmo dolls and nutted all over him and done that. But I've been listening to like some podcasts, and there was this one creepy military Air Force dude, and he started off just breaking into women's houses and nutting on their panties and doing little physical stuff to their property, and then it would escalate to like rape and home invasion and stuff like this. So this stuff does seem like the beginnings of a serial pedophile. And like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say, 5 years in the law, but it's hard to charge him with the law. I think if I was the father, I wouldn't even, you could get the law involved too, but you might want to get yourself involved and beat the fuck out of him or some shit.
I don't know about that. You dodged the bullet, but I don't think that's worth the father putting his freedom on the line. He didn't touch your child, but that is evil. Just knowing how, kids, the first thing they do is put something in their damn mouth. It's like, that's the whole purpose of these toys for the kids.
Wipe their hands on it.
Yeah. So, man, so I may be going for about 10 years because that's demonic. That's demonic, man. And you can't, listen, I don't change my stance. I don't like people with no self-control like that.
But
that is
there are
crazy,
people called furries, and they're attracted to like stuffed animals, normally big stuffed animals. So they wouldn't furries. So normally they're attracted to big stuffed animals, not little ones. So like one partner might dress up like a big teddy bear and then or Elmo or something, but this is usually the big ones. You know what I'm saying? Like the people in suits. But this dude is like a pedophile.
That's something that I would probably do.
That's adult games. That's cool too, but listen, nah, we can't have it like that. I don't even if that's now if he would have went in like the adult bedroom and did it, I would still have a problem with it, but it just make it more sick and sinister because all the rooms you went in and then you grab the kid, it's just sick and sinister. I just don't know. That stuff don't be. That's why I be saying some of this stuff be looking like doppelganger stuff because the some stuff you just be seeing now you can't believe. You can't believe this stuff.
Life is stranger than fiction, man.
My crib too. I'd be like, all right, clean the ladies, I'm out.
Now they caught him in the living room on his phone watching porn. That's different. While he waiting on the client, yeah, that's something else. But the kids' room with the Elmo, it's like, come on, man.
Well, life is stranger than fiction in regards to what you just said. But Schoolboy, what's your thoughts, man? This would have been your house, what would have been your recourse?
Oh, you already know, man. Lawsuit, buddy. Whoever sent him to my house, whoever did his background check, I want his house. I want his car. I want his future earnings for the next 15 years because my child's going to need therapy. I'm going to need therapy. My wife's going to need therapy. The dog needs therapy. The doorknobs need therapy. Everything needs therapy.
Is burnt. I'm burning that dog.
Yeah.
And who knows what else you did in a room with no cameras in them.
Right. So yeah, everybody needs therapy. We need cleaning services. We need court costs. You know what I'm saying? Like I need you
New
to
furniture.
Yeah. Sometimes I need you to just go up on top of my roof and repair my roof. You can't come in the house, but you need to come in this bitch and put some towels on my roof on the outside, So I need to be able to tag that dude whenever I feel like it.
All right.
Hey, do y'all have cameras all throughout y'all house, like in every bedroom and stuff?
I have cameras, on the property, like all the ways to get in the property and behind the property, but in the rooms and all that, I don't plan on letting nobody in this house no time soon. So, yeah. And then if I do, it would definitely be, people that are very, very close to me. You know what I'm saying? So, no, the answer is no. I don't have cameras all in the different houses, but I definitely don't have contractors walking in and out my house neither. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. Yo, Roger Sean says, yo, what's good? We just did a story on a dude who decided to walk. He was a house inspector who decided to ejaculate onto a Tickle Me Elmo, Roger Strong. I know you just pulled up. Donnie Artist, what up?
Oh, Wagwan Yardis. Boy.
Yeah, well, going to my big brother, Donnie Yardis. And let me go to, let me see, Kid Murray says, I smell lawsuit. And Yasin Wilson says, mug shots always have people looking like they did it. Virginia Sims says, imagine walking into a room and thinking, yo, Elmo could get it. That's demonic. And speaking of prison, from Ranters County, Ravioli sends us a kite. She says that inappropriate act alone is somewhat healthier than acting out pleasures on child or non-consenting adults. If the child was not in the room, hashtag that's light. Hashtag in the grand scheme of things. I don't think it's light. I think that like what Casey said, or it could lead to other acts. It could definitely lead to other acts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's light, especially being a germaphobe. On top of that, that's assault. You assaulted my whole fucking family. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if someone busts a nut on one of your articles of clothing or your purse and didn't tell you about it, and you're running around holding it, would you consider that assault?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's like somebody rubbing a booger.
I'll take a booger before a nut.
Oh damn.
Yo, 50 Tyson, I don't know if you've seen the story that we just went over, but it was a story where a guy who was a home
Yeah, I've
inspector.
seen. I yeah.
You got to go over it again.
What would you do if that was your home, 50 Tyson?
Yeah,
and the
man.
guy?
I see half of it, but my camera was breaking up, man. I had to restart my phone back over, man. That shit crazy. Nah, man. What was it again? I know I see half of it because my shit was freezing up like a motherfucker.
The home inspector busted a nut on the Elmo doll that was in the children's room.
I would have been throwing up.
Oh, yeah, to say the least, right? To say the least. Yeah, so Adonias is big up fam, and Kid Murray says that's chemical warfare. Yeah, it's definitely chemical warfare, to say the least. Would you have had enough poise, 50 Tyson, to wait for the law to handle it, or you would have tried to put hands on the home inspector once you saw that?
Man, put my hands on them.
Oh, Tyson put hands on him. Okay. Do you have any children, 50 Tyson? Do you have any children?
No, I'm single with no kids, 0 kids, single with no kids.
Let me circle back around because there was a comment I meant to something I wanted to speak to you about also that I didn't get a chance to. When you went viral, you had a lot of things that happened to you that happens to most artists, right? Which is, fans and haters. You spoke about one of those haters, you mentioned their name. Another guy who also was on World Star making videos about you and all that, and freestyles and all that. But you also had some women that were fighting over you too, right? There was a Miss 50 Tyson.
Miss 50 Tyson and Bonnie Swags. Yeah, man, yeah, 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like it really started though. Like Bonnie Swags, she told me, she asked me to call her like once in the morning, and when I was talking to her on the phone, I didn't know she had me on World Star do the video like that. And then that girl, and then first now, you know what I'm saying? We was actually talking. I didn't know it was a lot of giggle in the background or nothing. But when I see the video the next day, I was on World Star. I was like, man, this is some cloud chasing shit. I was kind of mad about it. And even my own family was just like, they thought it wasn't my voice. I thought she was just chasing cloud. I'm like, yeah, that's me. But at the end of the day, I was on. I'm like, she tried to expose me on some smooth talk and everything. I'm like, man, I'm like, man, this is because I know Body Swags. I know she stay in some part of New Jersey, but I know even though, and then like, man, I was kind of, let me be honest, I was mad as hell about that shit. And then I was just, why would you do that? And what made, like, that would make me don't even want to talk to people on the phone no more and shit. Like, why are people trying to record people? Like, you expose people? I thought, I used to tell her though, you used to write me all the time on my hotmail saying how much you love me, how much you support me, how much I mean a lot in your life with the music, like your music, my music changed your life, all types of stuff. But
Sound like
but
you
at
just
the end of the day, She tried to get some clout, but that didn't work. She tried to do that, but that didn't work. But here's the thing with the Miss Faye Tyson. I know she did a response was like, man, that's fucked up. What female as your mama conversation on World Star, and then trying to expose my man 50 Tyson, this man the third, and try to make fun of people with autism, man. That shit ain't funny. And then this man the third, I'm like, yeah, that's true though. You don't make fun of people with disability. And then that's when Body Swags, she was like saying, like, man, you on World Star Strip, man, with your titties hanging out. This man the third, like it's all safe. But I got my own fan base. This man the third, and talking about Aaron Denise, you and more. I never took 50 Tyson serious, anyways. And like this man the third never won 50 Tyson. Oh, I'm like, that's what you said. You want 50 Tyson. And Aaron Denise on one side, she was um, like I would personally fly to Atlanta. I mean, fly to New Jersey, have World Star beat your ass, and then she was just going back and forth like you on Skype, stripping on Skype. Even though it was like a little photo, but I didn't see the video. But World Star never promoted though. But they Miss Faye Tyson say that they saw the stripping Skype video. Like it was like 10 years ago. She was stripping on Skype. I was like, I ain't know Bonnie Slaves was doing that. Cause around that time they tried to say she was 50 Tyson Grilby at the time, but I knew that her stage name she went by Body Swags, even though her real name is Anisha Jackson. Her real name is Anisha Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? But like at the end, and I know Miss Faye Tyson, before I get to Miss Faye Tyson part, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get deep with that part as soon as I talk the Body Swags part. But Body Swags, you know what I'm saying? The same thing I told Miss Faye Tyson, same thing I told Aaron Denise. I know my foreign manager was like, man, they both need to cut it out. And then I told Bonnie Sways, for you doing that phone conversation on World Star, man, that was foul what you did, man. Like that make me don't even want to talk to nobody on my phone no more. This man the third, and then like that's some cloud chasing shit you was doing, you was on, and then I told, even though she did apologize, and then she stopped, and then I just let it go after that, but. And then I know she did this on Miss Faye Tyson, like take out you want this man the third, add some nigga on the song, try to diss Miss Faye Tyson, but that ain't had nothing to do with me. But Miss Faye Tyson, she was doing a video vixen video, and she did a song about me 2 times called this. Do you want to be with me or do you want to leave? And touch my body, and then she did a video vixen talk about Faye Tyson, like she want to be with me one day, marry me, have kids, have family. She was basically saying that like that, like crazy though. And don't get me wrong though, I was at first I was looking at it as cloud chasing because I ain't know her like that. I was I was getting to know her, and then she got my attention because she was throwing million some views off of that World Star Video Vixen video. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause around that time they call it World Star Candy at the time.
I remember that.
So that's what she was doing it.
Right.
Around that time she was doing that though. And then they used to have female models just write World Star. If you go do a video vixen video, you gotta write World Star just to promote that. I think Q has something to do with that part. Got females and her doing that though. Or Jay or one of them people got told her to do that stuff.
You ever met Cat Stacks?
And now I was laughing, I was just like entertained. No, I never met Cat Stacks in person, but I talked to her back in the day on Twitter. But I never met Miss Faye Tyson, Aaron Denise in person, and I never met Bonnie Swags, Anisha Jackson, the girl who put the phone conversation on World Star. But only thing I want to say real quick, like RP long live Miss Faye Tyson, Aaron Denise, because she passed away in 2015 from murder by her sister boyfriend.
Wow.
Yeah, Miss Faye Tyson, she actually passed away in November 9th, 2015 on my sister's birthday. But she died in Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, she was stabbed to death multiple times by her sister boyfriend. The dude who killed her, he's serving life plus 25 years. Hey, but I could definitely DM y'all the article when we get off of here. Man, it's that article's deep. I'm thinking about doing like a memory, like do put a documentary for her life and her career and stuff. Definitely long live Miss Faye Tyson though, most definitely.
Yo, man, I would definitely support that, man. So let us know if that's something you definitely want to do. And we have a show on this channel as well called Silence Kills by a young lady who was stabbed about 12 times by her ex-boyfriend as well. And she survived it though. But rest in peace to her as well. Also, Rest in peace to Q too from World Star 2. You know what I mean? It's once you mentioned him,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
want to.
definitely. Rest in peace, Q. Like, yeah, he died. Yeah, that cause after Miss Free Tyson died a few years later, 2017, he died. The owner of World Star, man. That's because I used to talk to him around that time. Him and Big 50 Cent was beefing 10 years ago, and World Star almost finna be banned for life. Like, 'cause I guess 50 Cent was trying to sue World Star back in the day. Something happened
Do you
between 50
remember
Cent and Q.
around the time a video on World Star called Monkey Game? It was big on World Star around
Lee,
2011.
that name that sound familiar.
It was. It didn't have no million views. It might have had
Yeah,
like
yeah.
500,000 or something like that. But I remember the time because the reason I remember is I remember when World Star got shut down and 50 was taking credit for it, and I wrote an article saying Monkey Game shut down World Star.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
talk.
that's it.
We'll talk more about that behind the scenes too, because he also got a song that's pretty dope. Roger Strong said, "Did he fuck though?" That's the question. He didn't meet her. He didn't get a chance to meet her. You know what I mean? He said,
No,
"Oh shit."
I never. Yeah, I never met her in person though. You know, Miss Faye Tyson, never met her in person. We used to. I'm gonna be honest though. Like 10 years ago, 2010, 11, I used to talk to her on the phone, like and on Skype, and I used to talk to her on Twitter, like literally Facebook, like all the time, like literally every day, 24/7. Like we was talking like we grew up together as youngins, like you know what I'm saying. But even though we didn't know each other very well, like we used to talk like we used to have a good conversation. She used to tell me about World Star this, World Star that, and everything like that, like about what happened. Like I felt like she had my interest because for her being Miss Free Tyson, I was like, dang, we be on some like Chucky and Bride type thing, take over the game, carry the Free Tyson legacy together. But you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Around that time, I wasn't thinking too much about it like that with her because, man, I was young at the time, and I started realizing when I got older, I'm like, damn, I lost a loyal female. I feel like I'm right back where I started before I was in Philly Tyson. I was like, damn, it's gonna be hard to find a loyal female coming in your life. That's why I was like, damn, because me and her could have made it official. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, we did kind of fell off around the summertime, and back in 2015, I haven't spoke to her in like 3 years, even though it's about to be around that time, November 9th, 2015. Man, it's about to be 2016 around the corner, and then come to find out she died, man. Like, that hurted me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a fan, that was a girl from World Star. Like, people don't even understand that was the female from World Star from back in the day. And then people hitting me up from Teleman Music, like 50 times we lost an angel. Miss Faye Tyson got killed, but Miss Faye Tyson died, bro. Like, they said Aaron Denise passed away. I was like, I
Wow.
just shook my head though. I kept doing this because the day
Mhm.
she died on my sister's birthday. Cause my oldest sister, even though we got the same mom, different dads, her birthday is November 9th. I was like, you
Right.
cannot be serious right now, like. And then I was just devastated though when I heard that news.
Listen, man, I want to say my condolences. The internet is not just trolls; it's also people that have love for us too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah, yes,
definitely,
yeah, all that. Yep, yep.
But there are a lot of trolls out there, and I feel like you do well with handling those trolls. So I definitely want to salute to you, man. Salute to
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
and I appreciate you being here.
Hey, one more another thing though. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, yeah. It was another question you asked me besides. It was another question you asked me besides. Two females fighting over me on World Star. Like, what was another question you was asking me besides them?
What did I say? I said, I think I brought up the fact that there was a guy that was beefing with you or something like that. So you
Oh yeah, Eli Porter. Yeah, Eli
Oh,
Porter.
Eli
Yeah,
Porter.
Yeah, Eli Porter. Like Eli Porter though, the reason why bro was dissing me like that on World Star YouTube because I used to have a YouTube account called HD Tyson One, and then my page was hacked by an underground rapper named the Trey Official. He hacked my account. He's from Miami but live in LA, and then he must like he put 50 times of this Eli Porter, and damn well I didn't mention that man's name like that on my I ain't on my shit like that. And then I guess they got Eli Porter's attention. People say that people feel it. They interviewed Eli Porter. They said, man, people feeling 50 Tyson, and then he took it to World Star. Was like, fuck me, this man the third, and people for Hustle Records. They tell me in the interview, don't say nothing, don't give no response, don't say nothing. I'm like, bro, I already famous. because that freestyle he did back in '05. You know what I'm saying? 2005. That rap battle, that was a funny rap battle he
You
did.
look
He
like
already
Rosie
relevant. He
O'Donnell on
already
crack. What do you say? You look
clout.
like Rosie O'Donnell baby shower lesbian. You look like two lesbian
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell baby shower.
Right, most definitely. Now, like for real though, like yeah, most definitely. Like no, yeah, it is though, but yeah, but for real though, like with Eli Porter's situation, that's how the beat started though, because a lot of people, like, my page was hacked. So the dude put 50 tight this Eli Porter, niggas fall for that, and then that's how. You know what I'm saying? Till this day, I never got that account back. I got a new account now, but you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But I don't even want to talk about that part. Long story short, that's how the beef started between me and Laporte. Till this day, I ain't really dissed him. I only dissed him a little bit, but I ain't dissed him like that. But it was just that beef was never meant to happen in the first place. It should be no reason that beef should happen in the first place.
Right. Well, salute to you for being the mature person in that situation. You know what I'm saying? And we got a few more comments that came in. So I'm going to go ahead and read these comments before we get up out of here. Miles Algorithm say he got to go. He says he's going to watch the rest on the rebroadcast. We appreciate you for being here, brother. Salute to you. Salute to Roderick Strong that just pulled up. Antoinette and Ma both said, damn, in regards to that story. Yes, rest in peace to her. And Nigel says, hello, Ja, hi, panel, and people love. Salute to you, Nigel. Thank you for pulling up. Our associate producer as well, pulling up this morning. So, yo, 50 Tyson, man, I salute to you again, man. And definitely want to commend you for, like I said, once again, talking your success into existence. You know what I mean? You definitely was an inspiration to many of us who understood what we were looking at. A lot of people take what you were doing for a joke because they didn't understand it, but it's not easy to freestyle and then to have autism that already can mess with your communication skills. To freestyle is very bold. It could come off unpolished, but that doesn't mean there's no value in what you're saying. You feel me? So I'm really happy that you're still doing what you're here to do. If you ever need any support from this side, you have it. Casey, whose song you knew, he's willing to work with you. You know what I mean? He's happy to meet you. He's
Man,
there.
know what I'm saying? It's
Everyone
all
always
love,
says
man. Know what I'm saying? But
Minnesota too because of the white girls video. And when I was like, "You from Minnesota?" I'm
yeah,
like, "Nah." I'm like, "I know the snow. That ain't Minnesota." I'm like, "Nope, Massachusetts."
Massachusetts, I already know it, man. You definitely gotta do a show here in Minnesota one of these days, man. People will definitely love that song. I know, man. People in the suburbs, like the white, especially the white fan base and the white rappers down here, man. If you perform that down here, man, I mean not down here, but over there, man, over here in Minnesota, man, people will definitely crack. They go definitely remember that white girl in the room.
Virginia,
Hey, what like all the go.
Virginia Sim says, what projects
Hey,
do you have in the
hey.
pipeline?
What projects? What
Yeah.
projects? Okay, projects. I got a music video I'm finna drop real soon. It's called To the Top Part 2 with me featuring Silo, and then I got a mixtape I'm working on. It's called Artists of Autism Part 3, hosted by DJ M Stice. That's finna drop real soon. But I push it back till 2022 because I got other songs, and now it's a lot going on, man. I'm just doing step by step at a time, and then I got a music video. I'm saying, not even just I got a lot coming out, man. So that's all I gotta say, man. I got my more freestyles I'm gonna do on my Facebook Live later on today, man. Just stay tuned.
All right, man. And you was trying to say something, man. I cut you off. I'm sorry about that. You remember what you were trying to say?
Oh yeah. Basically, I was pretty much saying like what I got coming out. But what I was gonna say, Casey J, man, like, man, you definitely, man, like if I was, man, if I was 50 Tyson like 20 years ago in 2000 when I was 8, when I did a remix on Why Girl, they would be like, damn, who's that little dude back in the day? I think I probably would have broke a record with you if I was on a remix with
Bro, I
you.
mean, the possibilities are still endless, man. I'm still rapping.
I'll
I
just
made
mess
a
with
group
you.
called
Yeah, I'll
Mankind,
just.
was really, really amazing. And I feel like you definitely have a style. I feel like you could even play off a movie like a Black Rain Man, except on some extra lyrical genius stuff. Like, yeah, we just go to the battles and everyone just think you this other dude, and you just come out like Rain Man and kill everyone at the battles. I feel like a lot of different stuff, and I feel like even podcasting. I feel like Logic is definitely
Yeah, man.
to deal with in terms of podcasting. I
Yeah,
feel
man. Most
got future in that, and even I love to. I know I lose, but I love to battle you on Steph Got Jokes.
Game
Trash
show.
Bar show. I love
Yeah,
to,
it's
you
the
know,
game show.
just to see how ill your knowledge is and test.
Would you come back to do the game show? We have a game show on this channel. Would you do the game show?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. You know, it's all love.
I'll go up against you.
All right, that would be dope. That would be dope. And yo, I appreciate you, man. Once again, salute to you. You know what I'm saying? We just had a special guest, 50 Tyson, and basically, this is the month of autism month. I don't know how the National Autism Month. So we wanted to put some respect on people's.
Oh yeah, yep. National
Yep, National Autism. We want to put respect.
Yeah, man, definitely, man.
Shout out to my homie Cal, Haitian Cal from Cambridge, who also has autism, also was an amazing rapper, and he's like the hood historian. Like, he'll tell me how many points I scored in a basketball game in 1989. He'll tell me like who I got into a fight with at what park in 1992. So shout out to Cal. You know what I mean? I need to get Cal in on this show. Maybe y'all could do a track with all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, salute. So I see you yawning, man. Salute to you for waking up this early, for rocking with us. I know it's early over there, and you got up even earlier to do the show, man. So I know the phone is lagging and all that, but salute to you once again. We had this special guest for National Autism Month, and once again, I'm very proud of you, man. Thank you again. And for the trolls out there, introduce this song. Introduce this song you got for the internet dudes. Introduce this song. We're gonna play this song, 50 Tyson.
Oh yeah, man. Stay tuned. 50 Tyson, new song, man. It's going down. You already know.
What's the one about the internet dudes?
Oh yeah, 50 Tyson. 50 Tyson, internet niggas. You already know. 50 Tyson, internet niggas, official music video.
All right,
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna get into that. Salute to 50 Tyson again. Salute to my co-host, Schoolboy, Casey Gane, aka MC Mighty Casey. Steph Got Jokes, who we sending our love to, and J Doug. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in chat. This has been the Morning Rant.
I can't fuck with these internet niggas. These niggas. I can't fuck with these internet niggas. These niggas. Cloud chasing, y'all some internet bitches. Y'all some bitches. Cloud chasing, y'all some internet bitches. Y'all some bitches. I can't fuck with these internet niggas. These niggas. I can't fuck with these internet niggas. These niggas. Cloud chasing, y'all some internet bitches. Y'all some bitches. Cloud chasing, y'all some internet bitches. What y'all bitches? I can't fuck with y'all internet niggas. What y'all niggas? Cloud chasing, y'all some internet bitches. Y'all some bitches. 50 back, you know that shit ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I can't fuck with y'all niggas, I stay my distance. I got that drip, don't drum in my way, ho. I can get you hit for free if I say so. I got a whole lot of hitters on my payroll. I like my music turn low, but my bass low. T100 is the team, nigga, take no. If y'all niggas want some beef, we got free smoke. I'm a savage, I just went in beast mode. 50 Tyson, North Song with the streets, no. I can't fuck with these internet niggas. These niggas. I can't fuck with these internet niggas. These niggas. Cloud chasing, y'all some internet bitches. Y'all some bitches. Cloud chasing, y'all some internet bitches. Y'all some bitches. I can't fuck with these internet niggas. These niggas. I can't fuck with these internet niggas. These niggas. Cloud chasing, y'all some internet bitches. Y'all some bitches. Cloud chasing, y'all some internet bitches. Y'all some bitches.
the game, but a nigga ain't ashamed. Rolled down the Porsche window and all you saw was flames. All I know is pain, all I feel is pain. How do I maintain with that shit on my brain? Been in the range, getting brain from a name. $100 haircuts like motherfuck change. Motherfuck change, I'm a motherfuck gang. Black gang, 100 chains on like June Bugs Bay. Ass naked, 100 chains on like I'm Xerxes. Fucking your bitch, they jingle while she squirting. Fucking your bitch, silence while I'm working. Universal, cause they ain't deserve me. I just want what I deserve. I think I deserve king. I think I deserve bling. I think y'all deserve wings. Here, big gun, bucking like I'm Earthworm Jim. Big gun, bucking like I'm Earthworm Jim. What? Big gun, bucking like I'm Earthworm Jim. Bitch, I think I'm Lord Zed and some Earth Tone Tims. Bitch, I'm fucking raw dog, so don't fuck with him. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. When there's drama, I get on my horn and call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. When there's drama, I get on my horn and call the goons in. Me and my niggas is the Corleone. We all Michael. Me and my niggas is the Jackson 5. We all Michael. Me and my niggas the Chicago Bulls. We all Michael. Can I fuck your bitch? Let me know. We all Michael. I got 7 Mac 11s, 8 48s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s, 45, 45, 2 22s. Motherfucker, I am more than live. I'm God. You G, that's still 2 letters on. Listen up to earn your Audi. I'm sipping on this Audi. Listening to Gaudi got me feeling like the oatmeal. Sophie sipping sake, clothes, line Kenta Kabashi in a hot tub with Sophie ass Sophie while I'm socking. Down the bay, niggas wondering if I'm a pop or not. Love to hate, nigga, that's essential being a Kakarot. Salad to a dinosaur, a rocket to an astronaut, I'm astroplane and arrow aim a bunch of fucking Africa. Niggas got that 90s flow, fuck you smoke hydro. I ain't got no fucking rival, these niggas gyno. I ain't got no fucking wife though, I got a side hoe. Cell phone full of freak bitches like a sideshow. 2 bitches sucking 1 dick, that's a side blow. Sniffing cocaine off my dick, that's a lot of blow. Niggas talk that G shit, but we don't believe them. No, you pussy got a tampon string coming out your pee hole. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. When there's drama, I get on my horn and call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. I'm the Green Ranger, call the goons in. When there's drama, I get on my horn and call the goons in.
Yo, I ain't never watched Game of Thrones, but I was born in the year of the dragon, yeah. Smoking dragon's breath, spitting fire that's a dragon's breath. Get that gasoline match effect.
Game matching set, battling set, the son of Apollo Creed. Got his face leaking, he sees ricotta cheese. The source is boss, George Steinbrenner, 5 in the
fire sign, that's where I enter. Sodom and Gomorrah, idolize, that's a lot. God complex of God symptoms, sodomized, adenoleuma, unholy overseers, jagged edges of pocket knives, monetized violence, bomb it, watch the profit rise.
Dollar signs, itemized budgets, 3 musketeers with a musket. Okay, Cupid, play stupid, shells hit your bicuspid. How your mama crying tears in a bucket. Where's the Republic? The Republican Party is getting gutted.
It's fucked up, but you gotta love it. Iron Man, Spider-Man versus Miss Muffet. Nuclear for the budget, right? New fears for the public. Cold War, heard winter is coming. I ain't seen it. Cyclops trying to ride the Phoenix. Wolverine pulling strings. Puppets fall to the floor. If it ain't civil, just call it a war. Planes hit you, fake issue, brains issue, blaze. Crystal meth clinic, vampire blaze pistol. Silver bullet, pull it, erase the issue, yeah. Slug hit you, blood trickle, scud missile. Pitching, catch a case if the glove fit you. Po and still fuck with you.
Like an ex that's mad, she's still in love with you. Busting shots from your love pistol, for Pistol Pete's sake, no foundation on a beat face. How you kiss and make up, wake up. Hear the cock-a-doodle dudes at the crack of dawn. Hop into your shoes, it's the Lord's day. All day, every day, nigga, always. Coca-Cola, mankind, co-controllers. Two-player soothsayers, yin-yang twins, twin shooters. Double-barrel twin Rugers. Barrel smoking like it's twin Buddha. Trying to find Nirvana, smelling like Teen Spirit, it's just marijuana. Magic wand waving Harry Potter. On my Harry Belafonte, singer mama look a boo-boo. For Shaka Khan, I'm Shaka Zulu with the chakra voodoo. I ain't watching Hulu, I got hula hoop dreams to be a guru.
Mankind,
you need the juice and you need the juju to be a double dragon.
Motherfucker casket, we don't die, we multiply. Babies, kids, disrupting traffic. Puffing grass, puff the magic dragon. Blooded raps, double dragon, packing, busting at your cabbage. Ben Savage, boy meets girl in the world blindly. Lens crafters, Sanskrit the pen, handcrafted the gems. Cracking the glass like Daryl Dawkins, jamming at the rim. NBA jams, dabbing while I spin, then I slam it. Do your Googles, Onyx, Fredro, and Charlemagne shooting hoops. Loose screw, Ludacris, Buddha move, bitch. Timberlands booted, rebooted, Boo Saga, Goku. Sipping Ghost Schlager in a low rider, ghost riding, Most high should know the second that you gotta go. Vominos, adios, fucking classic. What can match this? Double dragons.
CashApp, I ain't tricking, bitch, you must be psycho. But I'm prone to lie though, just don't tell all my bros. I expose gelato in the Bronto, so I got the sky close. Damn, it's raining, grab my cane and pass my Prada poncho. The boots was leather with the tattoos, those the Randy Machos. Goggles, Ferragamo, condos big as Costco. I pop the rhino, then she swallow like it's Mr. Sacco. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. Modern life like Rocco, but I still pray to Shango. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's word to Gaucho. Rebel, outlaw, reckless, vato, ghetto, desperado. Aim the Draco, eating tacos, take your breath like Tyclos. Adjacent to Van Gogh, I'm chasing my shadow. The pain is the shackle, embrace it for battle. In the gym for 7 weeks, I feel like Boris Kojo. I mean Cujo with a new hoe, sober watching Kuso. With my old hoe, I forgot I fuck my hoes in duos. Popo throws in 2 hoes, loopholes Albert Pujols. That piece of coupon for designer, Gucci coat was 2-tone. School old Parasuco, shoot like Tony Kukoc. Good job of sense and no Delilah, put that on my tombstone. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's word to Gaucho.